I
What
just,
happened?
I'm just, I'm all over the place at the moment. Okay.
Relax, dude. It's fine. No one's gonna bite your bum unless you want them to.
Okay.
I mean, Tech is smart enough to reach it.
You
I
shut
thought
your mouth.
headbutting was more his thing.
Look, I realize I am taller than your character. I am happy. You hush. You allow me this joy.
I'm probably the tallest one in the call.
I regret telling you that.
As you should.
No. The thing here is that, let's just say that Kib has handles. I'll leave it at there.
Yeet!
Oh.
You go.
That's not the joke he was going for.
Oh,
T?
so what we're saying is we can put some rubber bands, and then we got ourselves our own slingshot or catapult.
You know what?
Well,
I'm tempted to do that now
Trebuchet
and just
gang.
put
Trebuchet
that
gang.
there and just take the alchemy bottles and stick it in the thing and launch it from his head.
The kid will just be like, please stop. Please no.
Either that or put
Just
Kib
careful,
in
if
the
you're
drink
moving
shot.
this alchemist fire breaks, this is going to be a very bad warm crime.
It'll be the
It's
warmest.
not necessarily a bad one, but a very warm one.
God damn it.
I mean, I think it would be a very bad one if it breaks on us.
Fuck, I didn't mean to lose track of time. I wanted to go get food before we started.
We can delay for like 15 minutes if you want to.
Go get a snacky.
I was
No,
late
no.
because my legs didn't work.
I was going to say, we started a bit late last time, and I'm sure it would be fine if we started a bit late this time.
Don't.
In fact, I'm pretty sure we started at 7:30 last time, which would be in...
I really don't want to use Uber Eats because they fucking charge an arm and a goddamn leg, but...
Then find something in the fridge.
Eat the fridge.
I don't recommend eating in the fridge. It's not tasty.
It's fine, I'll be fine. I'll just deal with it this time.
No, go get a snack.
Get snack.
I don't want a
Stick
snack.
something in your face.
Get meal.
I want a meal, is what I want.
Who's Emil?
Get.
Another man?
Oh. Okay, this isn't going to cost as much as I thought it was going to cost. Okay, this is fine. Alright, this is actually fine. Alright, I accept that charge. $13? Fuck, that's about $15, give or take. After this, yeah, that's fine.
Damn it.
So just give me a moment to get... Okay, so this is all set up. I need... Okay, so I just need to drag a few things over to the other monitor, so that way there's two Firefoxes going, so that way I can look at other things on the side if I need to, and keep up with
And
this.
T is just a flaming fox.
Okay, so...
I'm what?
Kind of flaming.
I said flaming. You're a flaming fox.
So who's not here before I drop the starting soon?
I'm here.
I don't know. everyone's
You're
here.
not. Wait, you're not in the roll 20 though.
That shit.
Yeah, that shit. The most important part of this.
Hardly the most important.
Okay, well, I am also very important. So that's true.
Kib, do we need to shove you through a door again?
Look, you didn't shove me through the door. I willingly ran into it.
So you admit it was your own warm crime.
No, how y'all treated me afterwards was
That's
rude.
my mix.
Okay, I
Lepus.
am now dropping the. I'm now sending us to live.
Oh boy.
Rah.
Woohoo!
All right.
Live.
All right, T, take over.
Lepus.
I'm still setting up, so
Nope.
may want to put us on the starting screen.
I didn't know.
Too late.
Get you.
They can hear us. Soiled it.
It's fine. I can.
Soiled it.
It's
Okay.
fine. It's fine. I can edit. I'll just download this episode and send it through the editor. It won't.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Fuck it. Okay.
No, don't do that. It's an inanimate object.
I'm just gonna go cry in a corner somewhere.
Well, why would you do that? That just sounds a little weird and sad.
Because I need my little corner of cryness.
I'm a
Okay, your
horrible
cryness.
influence.
Blepness.
I'll show you a blepus.
Blepis!
My favorite of all protagonists, Blepness Everdeen.
Oh my god, T, get out. You're fired.
It's time to put a potato on
You
the
can't
boxer's
fire me,
head.
I'm in charge!
Well,
the
then
board
I-
has voted you out.
Well, then I call mutiny.
I will board you out.
Oh.
The board. The actual board.
I have no idea what is going on.
Do you ever know what's going on?
Okay, so I've
No.
posted it up on Twitter that we've started, and I'm gonna post it up on my Discord. We should all post it on our Discord.
I would do it on my Discord, but I literally have no one in there that y'all don't already have.
Post it anyway, beesh.
Okay, fine. I'm just the first to retweet the thing, so meh.
You know what? I'm gonna. Alright.
Rawr.
Lorgans is getting banned.
Oh no.
I'ma blep at you.
You can't ban Lorkins, he's the part of the team.
Blep.
Oh, you meant from the chat. Okay.
Yeah.
Points at Spring.
Bans. Actually, I could just make SheppyBot do it for me. I'll just put in the phrase points at spring, and then it's a bannable offense.
Yeah, but then you won't be able to embrace the memeage.
And what if your legit viewers start doing it too? Huh? You could lose everyone.
That's fine. I can I can build again.
Oh, where the hell is it? I don't know. Oh, I don't think I'm actually part of your Discord, D. I thought I was.
What?
I thought I was, unless I'm not seeing it.
Let me look.
My arm.
You're in here.
Okay, seriously, what the? Ow! What the
What?
fuck is a worm crime? I know what a war cry is. Worm. Oh my. Never mind.
Warm crime is basically the time when King Trash Panda said warm crime.
I
when he
said
meant to say
war
war
crime. No. What is the name of the Discord? I'm probably just overlooking it.
It's called T-Fox Stream. It's blue. The icon's blue with the word "fex" in orange and a little.
Honk that booty.
Which one? Who's
Yours.
mine?
I'll be right back. Food is done.
Who does things to my booty? That's not allowed.
Right.
Larkins, no. No,
Why not?
don't touch me there, because that is my no-no square.
I'ma boop you.
Well, it better be above the belt, bucko.
Why's that? That's boring.
Because we're on Twitch.
Yeah! That's a very big reason, among many others.
You're so silly.
Lorgans, meet Remy. He's the head of HR for our company. He's here to talk to you about affirmative consent.
I don't know anything about affirmative consent, but no means no.
I know.
No, I'm just I'm going and giving you a boost on my Discord as well.
Ye boost to the Foxer. And boop their snoot.
If you're gonna boop somewhere, I guess that's the best place.
It's also the reset button though, so that can be a problem sometimes.
No, it's actually the self-destruct button.
Alright.
Well, that just means fuzz will go everywhere.
If anyone points even remotely close to Spring, they're getting the hammer of death.
Oh my god. Wow. You really did it.
What?
Did you really do it? Like, is it a bannable offense now?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say. That...
I'm not actually going to do that.
I was actually gonna be like, oh my goodness.
Please. I'm not actually gonna do it.
Just bring out the bonk hammer instead. Just
Yeah.
bonk noises.
Yeah, it's just gonna be it's realistically just gonna be like a bonk hammer. It's just bonk.
Amazing.
Named after the season after summer. Isn't that fall tea?
I'm a little bit dumb, so
Also, just a personal idea, but I definitely think if we all cropped our pictures to just be our heads, so that across the characters in the game, it's all just our heads where our names are.
Blap, blap, blap.
the other thing that you can do is you can go down to the bottom, and it'll say "as" at the bottom of chat, and just set that to your character.
Well,
Yeah.
I know. It was more just a
Excuse?
Consolidation.
it was more just like zooming it in so that it's like it's everybody's faces. Oh my God.
Well, that just fucked up, isn't it? Nice try.
He pointed at himself.
Spring points at myself.
The day
But it was
that
said as Spring, so he
the
was
day
pointing
that
at
that
himself.
happens. Oh gosh.
He's accepted the sanity.
Well, no,
Yeah,
the day
he
that that
did
happens,
Himself.
the day that happens, I feel like he'll just be like he'll just look at his finger and be like, "Oh God."
T, could you send me the
You're silly, T-Foxer.
could you send me the little coloring thing you did for the backgrounds of for Kib? So that way I can crop that to
I
be
don't
his
even
just
know
face.
how the hell you guys are doing that.
I don't know why my character picture is up there.
It's your profile picture.
Oh,
Um,
you
if
can
you have
drag your
Windows
profile
10
picture around. That's weird.
So if you have Windows 10, you can crop almost any image, like on the go.
I just don't have the base picture of this.
I'll boop you on the snoot really, really hard.
I'll teach let me know when you're
So if
ready.
you go to your character sheet, open it in the bio and info, it's gonna have the little picture. Right click and click on open image in new tab.
Oh yeah, that.
Porn.
I mean, yeah, that would work, but T just sent all of these, so that works too.
Yep. In fact, I'm actually gonna just go do that now.
T. I think I don't think there's anyone named Fall in this game.
Is there a guy named Guy?
T, what are you doing? Stop it! Don't bully. No, T, you bully.
You can just hear the shenanigans.
T is
That's
the biggest of
because-
booties.
T-Fox is a shenanigan.
Kib commits the warmest of crim.
By the way, everyone, I'm sorry you can't see exactly what it is they're doing, but they're being dumb.
Yeah.
Is there ever any doubt?
Okay, he's called us out. We have to point at him now.
Point at spring.
Alright. Go. Give me 1 second, and I'll have that transferred over to roll 20.
Okay, I don't know what size I should make this picture. It's ginormous.
It won't matter. You just upload it and it'll fit itself.
Oh, okay. Give headshot.
Headshot.
Commit
Double
lap.
kill.
Multi-kill.
Running riot. Kilimanjaro.
What?
I was going for, I think it's Quake.
I think it was Unreal Tournament that did that.
Unreal Tournament.
Monster kill. Combo breaker.
I made it too small. I have to resize
Don't
it
have
again.
loose chain
Well,
member.
Kip, to be fair, you are too small.
Oh my
I'm
god.
bigger than tech.
I'll remember that.
Tech will
There
remember
there
this.
goes your bardic inspiration for the night.
Well, shit.
Shit.
Well, I guess it's fuck me.
Well, he may be small, but he has big top energy, and by that I mean he's a total clown.
Oh.
There we go.
Alright, I'm resigning from the campaign.
My
No, don't leave me here with him.
You know what?
Oh,
T,
sorry.
you know what, T? I got a better idea. Hang on a second. Where's Unity Hub? I'm shutting off your avatar for now.
No! You can't do that!
That's why it's always good to upload your own avatar. But seriously,
It's going on 7:30.
that's one of the reasons why I really
Yeah.
like. Well, yeah, it's time to get going.
Yeah,
Shall I drop the veil?
yes.
Do it. Just
God
drop
damn
it
it,
on top
just-
of Kib.
Also-
He'll be able to support it.
also KTP. Check your DMs real quick.
Lepis.
Oh
Kazuma,
shit! Sorry.
Yes.
take a look at the stat block, by the way. Just
Yeah, I
a
know.
thought.
Yeah, I know. That's gonna do that every time. There's nothing I can do about it. I just gotta give it a quick boop.
Yes, boop it. There we go. There we go.
Okay, so we're starting. Last time, you all found yourselves on a beach. Some of you had woken up with most of your memories missing. Some of you had wandered there to look for survivors of whatever ship crashes happened near the island. Together you fought what you had no idea was a marrow. And after returning to the village and having some complications, you ended up going on a quest to save this young lion apprentice of the local wizard, also his son. And along the way, you fought a lot of very angry sticks.
Sticks that almost killed me, by the way.
To be fair, you deserve hugs.
I like hugs. Not when they're
Spiky
trying
hugs.
to. No, I don't like hugs when they're trying to kill me. Thank you.
Spiky, spiky, spiky hugs.
Look at it this way, Kazuma. At least it wasn't an owlbear that wanted to hug you. Have you hugged an owlbear today?
At least the owlbear would have been.
Has an
before I-
owlbear hugged you?
Anyways, Continue on, T.
Today, you have found the lion, terrified of you, with his companions, 3 animated scarecrows. And now I'd like you to roll initiative.
Polly Polly initiative.
Yay, we're gonna die.
Just scram. Roll for scram.
You should have clicked your token first.
I did.
Oh, I have. I didn't. Hang on. I have to reopen my damn sheet.
Thought I did, anyways. What change is there? Yeah, why is it not taking? I clicked on my thing.
You have to click on initiative on your character.
Oh, I could figure it out.
Oh, that's why, duh. Ah. I'll get used to this eventually.
Yeet dice.
Okay, well, I'm down to 6, so I'll gladly go last.
So this scarecrow in the middle is the one who's fully built. It's a regular scarecrow. The other 2 are makeshifts with like turnip heads with buckets on them. They're not looking like the most proud of scarecrows, but the one in the middle is definitely the scarecrow from the field.
Sweet,
And
can I
let's
kill it?
roll their initiative. It's Kib's turn first.
Yes. Keeb.
Let me pull up my magics.
Put up your magic. Put up your magic.
I'm gonna do a. Where am I? Oh, there I am. Let me see how far away from them I am.
So the bridge is about 15 feet up in the air.
It's about 65 feet. I think I have more than enough range with magic missile. Yeah, that's I have 120 feet with magic missile. I believe at first level I have 3 magic missile bolts to shoot out. If I remember correctly.
I believe so.
Yes, you create 3 glowing darts. Okay. So I will.
Oh, just a note for you guys.
Mhm.
I believe I did show this to you guys. The iron bands of banding.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. You give me a second. I need to turn the music down a bit because it is actually very, very loud.
Yes, you should be adjusting your volume in the top cogwheel. There's like the top menu. There's master music volume level.
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah, you want to set it so so it fades enough into the background.
I don't hear shit anyway.
You
Okay.
don't hear the music?
No.
Why
It's
not?
in Roll20, I don't.
Yeah, it's on the
Then-
browser.
They might have their master volume all the way down.
What happened?
Yeah. You should probably set that up, Morgans, a little bit, so you can just barely hear the music.
I don't hear anything at all, regardless of how high it is.
Why?
I don't know.
You
Right,
have
well,
the tab muted?
No.
Okay.
We'll troubleshoot it later.
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do a magic missile.
Okay.
Well, technically 3.
Choose your 3 targets.
I'm half tempted to shoot one at each of them, but I feel like I'm just gonna focus on the big one that was from the field. The one in
Okay.
the center. So do I roll all three separately, or do I just roll once?
I believe you roll all three as one instance of damage. I don't think you add your int modifier to each of them. So
Well, I rolled the thing.
that's one magic missile.
Yep. So I need to roll 2 more then.
Yeah, but they won't get your int modifier.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, only the first one does.
So just
Let
roll
me-
2d4.
Okay. And a pop. And a pop.
So
Hey!
3, 2, 2.
Yeet, 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 yeet.
So that is 7 damage. So, as you step forward, you kind of pull this glow out of your staff, which appears as 3 perfect crystals that you then just cast at this thing. And as they fly through the air and smack it, you see it tears right through the kind of burlap that this thing's torso is made of, and some straw spills out.
Oh, I hope they're not going to be angry with me for destroying our scarecrow. And then I'm going to move up and get behind this, better behind this little barrier here.
Oh, just for reference, from what you guys can see right now, there's a way up to where they are over here, where there's a weird palisade wall with a door in it. And that appears to be the only way, the fastest way up, unless you go all the way around.
Like a door,
and vault.
or...
It's literally a bookshelf that's been like strapped to some like wood that you can move, and it's a makeshift door.
Yee. Magic.
Is that your turn?
Oh, yes, sorry, I forgot I was muted. But yes, that is my turn.
Okay, it's the left scarecrow's turn. And he's gonna take a look at Kib. Actually, he can't do that from his range, so he's gonna use his movement to go over here.
Anyone else regretting that the scarecrows can move?
Yeah, they're walking on the little peggy leggies.
Boing, 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 boing. Stick me leggy at rear fire.
And now it's the apprentice wizard's turn.
I thought they nerfed fiddlesticks.
He's gonna walk forward, and he kind of like really timidly peeks over the edge of this ridge. And he's gonna cast a spell. Bring up his sheet, because I didn't have automatic button for his spell. And he's gonna target... I think he's gonna target Kazuma. Or Spring. He's gonna target the player. He's
So
big
he points
fireball's
at
gonna hit you in the
Spring.
face. No, he doesn't point at Spring. He takes his hand and he kind of swirls it in place as he creates a ball of fire that he then shoves in the direction of Spring.
Is the fire shaped like a finger pointing?
Does a 17 hit?
Can you just go die in a fire, please?
You're the one who's about to take fire damage.
by the way, that's keyword for yes, it hits.
Okay.
Because everybody wants me to get hit today.
You take 7 fire damage.
It's getting hit, not getting hit on.
I'd rather.
By the way, doesn't that quick question? Wouldn't there be a mischance because of cover?
Let me check the cover rules. Half cover is what you're getting right now from those palisades, which is a +2 bonus to AC.
Wait, so
Actually, so yes, that actually misses then.
Yeah, that would have missed.
Yay!
So you see as he throws this, like, ball of molten fire that smashes into the palisade and kind of lingers there like some form of molten magical slag, and slowly you notice the wood start to crack and fizzle and hiss at the amount of heat being applied to it.
Arcana check. Arcana to identify spell.
Oh,
Spring just.
you don't ask to do skill checks. You ask if you can do actions, and then you get skill checks.
Oh, okay.
Spring just silently mutters under his breath. You're lucky.
Do I know it? That spell.
You can roll Arcana.
Spring just silently mutters under his breath. You're lucky. I'm supposed to bring you in alive.
That's Firebolt.
Firebolt.
So now with the rest of his movement, he can move over here and be a total coward.
He's a cowardly lion.
It's Thackeray's turn.
Right.
That
So
motherfucker's gonna
I'm going to boop to the face with something firm, I assume. I think I am going to go ahead and move up, crouch down, and set the crossbow on the palisade just a little bit, and take aim at the central one that Kib just perforated. I'm gonna go ahead, line it up, and pew! Let's see, roly-poly. Roly. Do you need to know the range increment? It's 100.
It's 100 to what?
Let's see.
Because there's an effective range and there's a
100,
maximum range.
400.
Okay, yeah, so that works.
Uh-huh. Oh, I gotta press the button too.
I didn't know that the hand crossbow had
It's
such
not
a
a
similar
hand crossbow,
range.
it's a heavy.
Oh, it's a heavy. Okay, yeah. So I was about to say,
I'm going like what hand crossbow?
I thought you had a hand crossbow. Yeah, a heavy crossbow has a ton of range. Just a 23 hit.
What do you want, Ember? No, you don't. That's just gonna make it worse trying to quit. You're just gonna tempt yourself. Shoo. Oh, okay. Anyway, there we go.
So you load this crossbow into your bolt, and you lift up your crossbow, and you take in the bolt literally whistles as it flies through the air and hits this thing, and you can tell it's hit the central pole that runs up this thing's body like a spine, and it goes bring, and you hear like a metallic, not metallic, a wooden springy sound as it smacks right into that and lodges itself firmly into the scarecrow, who takes 9 piercing damage.
Can I just not to interject, but did anyone else hear T say that he loaded the crossbow into the bolt?
Yes.
I'm
heard
a
that
little
too.
bit dyslexic.
that was a
don't pick on my
war
dyslexia.
crime.
Don't pick on my dyslexia, okay? That's Herbalist.
So,
No. If we pick on KTP, we have to pick on you too.
I have an excuse.
I have no excuse, so
Alrighty.
I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't the only one that heard.
No, you weren't. And let's see here. I'm currently nothing else that I can keep doing mine, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep myself ducked behind the thing.
Jen, your turn?
Yep, just loading up my crossbow.
It's now Tech's turn.
Techie.
Let's see here. What's the range on that? Not enough. I'm actually just going to shift right here. Actually, no. I actually am going to move here. And I am going to cast Longstrider
On the barbarian.
on Spring.
Oh, okay.
Because Spring has the Iron Bands of Binding, correct?
Yes.
So yes, I
Do you
will-
know that though?
I think he said it in the last one. Because he's shown it to us, I think.
yeah, I'm pretty
I
sure he
did.
did.
Yeah. Okay.
So, using Longstrider, you get an extra 10 feet of movement.
Now possess zoomies.
Oh, good, because Spring is actually kind of really pissed off right now.
It's like
Yeah, I heard you mumble something under your breath. You go zoom. So I will then end my turn.
It's Spring's turn.
Spring is absolutely livid. Like, audible growls can be heard coming from his muzzle. So he is going to hold on, let me move my character sheet real quick.
Okay.
So we get 35 base, and then I have like what 10 extra, so I can do 45.
30 is the base speed for most humanoids.
Your base speed is 30.
6
Okay.
squares, so that means you go 8 square.
So yeah, Spring is pissed. He's going to literally just sheath his bow and dash right over here and end his turn.
If you take the dash action, you can actually increase your base movement speed to 60.
Well, it's too late now. I've already ended my turn, so I'll just keep that in mind for the next time. Sorry, the next one.
Okay, one sec.
Like, I think it's cool that you're gonna allow me to do that, but it's like I kind of want to play fair and not like roll back a turn.
Okay, so it's this Scarecrow's turn. He's going to use...
Are you ducked behind Ridge? Ding.
At that point, the ridge is probably about 3 feet tall. So he's going to... The Scarecrow is going to cast a Firebolt. And he's going to cast it at Kib.
No, rude.
Well, keep in mind you do have a little bit.
Does a 9 hit?
A 9? No. No, it does not.
The
Be
scarecrow
tasty then.
basically creates this ball of fire in its very derpy state and accidentally catches a little bit of its straw on fire and like panics and puts it out and then tosses this firebolt at you, but in its panic it falls short and it just kind of goes right here. He then lets out kind of a demonic sounding laugh and then walks this way very jovially with his little peggy leggies.
Boing, boing, boing.
And ends his turn. This scarecrow is going to point directly at Thackeray, the last person who attacked him. One sec.
It takes 18 to hit behind this thing. Unless he gets even more AC from crouching down behind it.
If you're crouching down behind it, I'd say you have 3/4 cover,
Mm-hmm.
which is a +5. So I think because he can't see you that well, he's probably going to point at Spring. I'd say has half cover where he is from the perspective. So I think he would probably point at the biggest person he can see, which is Rowan. And he's going to cast Chill Touch. So as he points at you, he kind of wiggles his fingers as they start to glow with this kind of ghostly green color. And little sparks of magic come down from it. And right in front of Rowan, a very similar spectral hand starts to appear, which then attempts to grab him.
What's up
Does a 13 hit?
for me?
Yes.
13 is my armor class. I don't know if it's defender wins or attacker wins on that.
It's attacker wins. Okay, and then you take... So this hand, it reaches out, and it grabs you by the arm, and where it gets you, you start to feel as cold as, like... When you become cold when you're sick, when you feel, like, so sickly that, like, all the color drains out of your face, that's exactly how your arm feels, where this hand is grabbing you tight enough to be painful.
Clammy.
You take 6 necrotic damage.
Youth.
Alrighty.
And this guy's gonna... This guy has 2 little peg legs. It's almost like the central post that was holding him up has kind of split off into 2 legs. And he peggy leggies over this way. To protect the lion.
And which one did that to me?
This one right here.
Okay.
It's Rowan's turn now.
So, Rowan, that definitely was not a good feeling for him. So he's a bit perturbed. He is going to use his movement. Let me. Where's the ruler? So
Still want to know why the hell prestidigitation is one whole action.
So that's gonna be. I'm gonna probably just move Rowan roughly to where he's in cover. Right around.
There?
Yeah, roughly around in like this
You
area.
could try to settle up against where the ridge is probably about 5 feet tall here, if you wanted
Yeah.
more cover.
Is this wall up here, up there, bigger than the ridge? Because you could dash to it.
Dashing would give you another 30 feet of movement. But it takes your whole action to do. So you can only do a bonus action and a reaction after that.
So with that, he is going to do so I use my movement and now how far is that? About 55 feet. Let's see.
This palisade wall here in the corner, this palisade wall is 8 feet tall. So it is total cover.
All right, but this one right here is out in the open.
Let me. Where were you? Where were you? You're seeing him just over a ridge, so you see his basically from the waist up.
Okay, so he has half cover.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, at that rate, Rowan's just gonna he's just gonna end his turn.
It's Kip's turn.
All right. Well, seeing as how I can't see the one that threw a fireball at me, and I don't fancy the idea of running towards him and such, I will throw a fireball, not fireball, but a firebolt at let me see. The this one here still has half cover for me as well.
Yes.
What about this one on the bridge?
That one has no cover because the bridge is quite thin. And
Okay.
you're
Well, in
easily
that
able
case-
to see up over it.
I'll be throwing my firebolt at the one on the bridge.
Okay.
Chucky.
Did he hit?
That is a hit.
Yeah, well, Kib puts his hand on the orbit of his sphere of his staff, concentrates, and pretty much pulls a ball of fire from it. It's just, I mean, obviously a small one, and basically winds up and throws it like a pitch at the at Scarecrow on the bridge.
So as you're doing this, the turnip-headed little scarecrow has its hands on its hips and it's kind of leaning forward and looking at you like it's almost kind of like sneering at you. And then as the fireball starts to approach it, its eyes go wide and it has kind of an oh shit moment. As it turns around and tries to flee. But it realizes it's on currently a rope bridge and tumbles over the edge of the bridge. And mid-tumble gets hit in the back of the head with a fireball that catches it on fire and it just goes up in flames, falls over, and is squirming around on the ground on fire until it stops moving.
See, Kib was gonna gloat to the green one, but he can't see the green one, so he can't gloat.
The goat thus
But he
shall
could
gloat
bleat.
alone.
Kib gives a victory bleat and ducks back behind the palisade wall.
Meh.
And that is my turn.
It's the apprentice wizard's turn. And he's going to come up to where he can just barely see Bone and Spring, and he's just going to try and shoot another firebolt at Spring.
Brings it half cover, so that means
Can
plus
I try
2
to
to
do an
their AC.
Can I attempt to do an intimidation check to make to fuck up his aim?
No, because that's a Battle Master locked ability, so.
God
Which
damn it!
is another awful thing they did in 5th edition.
Yeah, cool story, bro. Oof. Does a dirty 20 hit?
How much cover did I have from this?
You have half cover.
That's how much.
That means plus 2.
That's plus 2 AC.
You ain't hitting 20 AC as far as I know.
Yes, it hits again.
You take 8 fire damage.
I am shoving my sword through his chest now.
Are you sure you want to do that?
He's
It doesn't help that you ran from the healer either.
And he's going to run back into cover like a little coward.
he's gonna get a bruising.
It's clobber time!
It's Thackeray's turn.
Dun, 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 dun. All right. And it's like dun 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 dun, peeking over cover. What shall get the pew pew? Let's see. Of either of those targets, are any of them a clear view for myself or no?
The only one you can see right now is currently in half cover from you.
Let's see. One moment. I am going to go ahead and move. One moment.
I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill him.
I'm having trouble doing the measurement movement.
Um,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I guess. Here we go. And as I'm wandering along, I'm going ahead and tweaking a few things in my kit. And I believe I'm going to go ahead and use guidance on one of our little friends. Let's see if I'm close enough. Ah, fuck, I'm not close enough. Damn it. I hate touch range. I hate it.
you are right here, correct? You could have moved here.
Oh, I could? Alright. I didn't know that.
Or were you? You could have moved here, I
Oh.
think. So.
Okay, that works. Since I can't reach out to Spring, I'm going to go ahead and cast guidance on Rowan. So, basically, you touch... I'm assuming he's going to be willing. One creature. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to one ability check of its choice. It can roll the die before or after making the ability check. The spell then ends. And that's for 1 minute.
Hello. So it's basically like banking a D4 to add on.
I'm trying to remember what the button is to put that in chat. Oh, there you go.
Pists. How many things can I concentrate on? I forgot. Just
One.
one? That seems a little bit odd. Who is mumbling? I'm very confused. Oh, it's Kazuma. No, wait, that doesn't sound like Kazuma.
It's Kazuma.
Okay, so
Petting
do you
a
end your
cat.
turn, Lorgans?
Yes, I do.
Just to note, I would like you to say when you end your turns.
Yeah, I
Comment go
forgot.
faster. Tech, it's your turn.
All right. Oh shit. Well, I'm just gonna move over here, my happy 30 feet. When I get here, I am going to utter out words for healing word to heal Spring. Just a little bit of health.
Excellent. I can hit him from there.
So Spring heals 7 hit points. And as a shit, that was already a bonus action.
If you want to cast a spell as your action, it has to be a cantrip.
Damn it. Well, because I was going to use healing word and then bardic inspiration, but those are both bonus actions.
Oh,
I think you can use 2 bonus actions. Don't it technically count as a shorter action can count as a standard action too?
nope.
Well, that's another.
All forms of actions are mutually exclusive.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I hate it. Why would they do that?
Also, by the way, T, Chad is loving my suffering.
How are you suffering? You enjoyed it.
Is that the end of Tech's turn?
I'm reading up on something really quickly here.
Okay.
Because this is just a cantrip, and I think I'm within 10 feet of Spring. Damn it, I'm not. Never mind. I end my turn.
Okay. It's Spring's
I
turn.
was gonna try and use prestidigitation to like make him like seem like he's seething its rage, make him glow a little bit.
So, T,
Yeah.
do I have any cover if I strike from here?
You could put your body up against the door, and that would be half cover.
Good, because someone's going to detention. So Spring is going to move over here, draw his bow, and he's gonna take a nice strike at this guy. It's punishment time. Let me bring up my character sheet one more time. Oh wait, I need to roll. Okay, so I gotta remember. It's D20. Okay, trying to remember. My bow is my dex. So I need to roll a D20 plus. Well, nope.
Oh, you should use your character sheet because you can auto roll your damage.
Oh, okay.
You just click your longbow in.
Oh.
Just click the word longbow, and it will do
Oh.
the attack.
Okay, normal roll. Well, I'm probably gonna say
So, as you draw your longbow, you have this perfect aim, and then you feel this horrible pain in your fingers, and you let go of the front of the bow, which then comes back, and it bonks your hand, and you're like, ow! It doesn't do any damage, though. But it's mildly distracting. And if he makes a melee attack roll on you, before the end of his next turn, he gets advantage. I really don't see that happening, though.
Spring just growls incredibly fucking angrily. And that ends my turn.
Fun.
It's now this Scarecrow's turn.
And I've been forgetting to do my things because I've been plotting moves.
And he's going to move right here. And end his turn. So now it's this guy's turn.
Hi.
And he can see you.
See who?
He can see Spring. He can see the guy shooting at his master, so he's just gonna have a little bit of a giggle, and then he's going to his hand starts glowing again, and he starts summoning this spectral hand in front of you. Does a 12 hit?
No, it misses.
So you see this hand, and as it slowly comes into existence, it grabs the frame of the door, and where it grabs, you see the wood start to get older. Like it starts to lighten in color and crack and dry out as if it's being aged rapidly.
Spring just playfully stabs at it.
Stab, stab,
And
stab.
then the Scarecrow is going to move back over behind this tent and end his turn in cover. It's Rowan's turn.
All right. Sorry, I'm plotting a path. So, Rowan is he's going to move like this. So he's moving right up to here. And then he's going to move right about here. And then right here. Will that put me in range of reach?
Yes.
I guess you're gonna shoulder check the door.
Is that a door in front of me, or what is it?
That's
Is
a
it
door.
something?
That's a door makeshift made out of a bookshelf.
Is it like a barricaded one, or is it?
You can't tell from here.
Speed!
All right. Well, I would move up to the 25-foot mark.
Okay. You can
so
attempt to shoulder check your way through the door.
I was gonna say I'll move up to the 25-foot mark.
Really? Really? Kazuma?
What?
And once I get here, I guess the better question is, what check do I need to make to get through the door? If
What are
any?
you doing?
Are
you just gonna like shoulder check it? Are you?
I would be trying to get.
All right. So, are you just like shoving your way through it?
I would attempt to try and open it if it was barricaded or like posed any resistance. Then I would shoulder check.
So you're trying it, and then if you find resistance, you're just gonna smash it.
Yeah.
Okay. So as
would this require an action?
No, but as you push against it, it feels like it barely moves. So you reel back and you slam your shoulder into it. Make an athletics check for me, please.
Did that do it?
What was that?
I tapped it. Did it do anything?
Did
okay, never mind. Normal roll. I keep forgetting that they have this dumb thing where you actually have to.
You make it. So you smack it. It sticks a bit. Like you clearly didn't like fling it open, but you managed to like push it open enough to get through.
All right. So once through, he'll get right here.
Okay,
And he's not.
so as you go through, you notice something you guys didn't see before. There is a large suit of armor directly on the other side of the door, with its arm raised, and a sword. And the moment you come through the door, it just brings the sword down. So here, I'm going to correct layer. I was like, why can't I choose his why can't I click the token? I was on the GM layer because he was on that layer before.
Oops.
Okay, does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay, you take a solid 6 slashing damage. Boom! As it brings this sword down on you in a very mechanical looking fashion, even though it's clearly just a hollow suit of armor.
All right.
And additionally, the Scarecrow had also been waiting for you on the other side of the door with a ready to action to kind of swing at you. Does an 8 hit?
No.
Okay. Well, it swings at you, but it doesn't manage to hit you at all.
In response, I still have my action and my bonus action, correct?
Yeah, and your reaction.
So my my bonus action is going to be spent with a rage.
Okay.
So I'm going into a rage.
Do it.
And from there, we are going to. Okay, so Rowan is going to just. He's clearly a bit beaten up at this point because he's taken God knows how many hits. As it were, he will attack. He's going to attack this boy first.
Yep.
He is going to go at it with his glaive, and I can't do reckless, can I?
You can.
That doesn't cost anything.
It doesn't cost an action or a bonus action, if I remember correctly. Let me check.
Stab.
Kazuma, you're really concerning me there.
Stab.
Anyways,
Kazuma confirmed serial killer.
so
You take a fireball to the face and
Yeah, it doesn't take in action.
okay. Because I've already declared the attack, I'm going to not.
You use reckless attack as you declare the attack. So when you declare it, you can say also it is a reckless attack.
Okay. Well,
Womp.
yeah, okay. I'm gonna go and make it a reckless attack, so it'll be with advantage.
Okay.
And that's with 13 slashing. And basically what he does is I assume a 23 hits.
Yes.
I'm gonna take a wild guess that it's 23 hits. We're not into like CR 20 level yet, as it were. Basically what he's going to do is from the point of when the other Scarecrow attacked him, he is going to deflect that, swinging up and to the right, only to give a slight tap with with the lower part of the glaive against the suit of armor before bringing the blade part of the glaive down towards the shoulder portion in a slashing motion.
As you hit it, your glaive actually slides into the armor a bit. So like it actually like went through the metal as if it were made out of like some kind of weaker metal. And it takes 15 slashing damage.
Wow.
Because he's raging, he gets +2 to his damage.
That's a hot mess.
He's a little upset. He's been pretty hurt so far.
I think at this point, both Spring and Rowan are just out for blood. Blood with blood gods.
So it's Gib's turn.
All right. Well, I can't really see anything from where I'm at. Correct?
Where you are, you currently see nothing.
Okay. Well, in that case, I have movement speed of 35. I guess that's a satyr thing. So,
Boing,
let's see.
boing.
Speaking of boing boing, how high is this little ledge here?
Which ledge?
Right there. How high is that?
That's about 5 feet tall.
Okay, so it's taller than Kib. So 5'10", and
See some mountain goat action.
I'm a jump it. I'm
Okay.
a jump it. Mirthful leaps. So I'm gonna run. Do a D8 to see how many feet I get. I get 8 feet. So I easily scale this with a leap. I'm assuming.
You can spring that.
Yep. So from it's right here, I think. So that's
Speed demon goat.
25 feet. I can see what's going on behind the door now.
Yes.
Well,
Puts Kib in shooting distance.
There is a bear in the way, though.
there is certainly a bear in the way.
Which is unbearable.
I hate it. I see. Can I see the
Maybe.
guy behind the tent?
No, he's in cover.
Oh,
You could set the tent on fire, maybe.
that was actually my next. That was going to be my next question. If I hit the tent, could I set the tent on fire?
You can certainly try.
Well, then I am certainly going to try. I'm aiming at the tent to scare both the lion and the.
So-
Does a 25 do it?
So, do I hit the tent?
It goes through both sides of the tent and lights it on fire in a glorious blaze.
Boom.
Kib shoulders his staff and then rubs his hands together in a very Mr. Burns style.
I could have sworn you were just gonna pull the sand people thing, like with your staff.
Nope.
Not supposed to call them that
bleep,
anymore.
bleep, bleep, bleep. That would have been funny.
Kib has a little grin on his face because he saw how the other one reacted to the fire. He's hoping that this one and what's the lion's name? Leo?
Yeah.
He's gonna hope that the Scarecrow and Leo are both gonna be scared of the fire and try to get away from that tent and put him into range of the others. And I will spend the rest of my movement. So that was, let's see, how much did I move? It was here. That's 25 feet.
You still have 15 feet of movement.
I'm gonna go ahead and I have 10 because I have 35 feet. So
That was a nice hit.
I'm gonna go right here and get behind the bear and the door. and the wall.
Okay, so is that your turn?
Yes, that's my turn.
On the apprentice wizard's turn, he screams and runs away. Brave Sir Leo ran away. Bravely ran away.
That was not the direction I was hoping you'd run, but okay.
Bitch, get back here, Leo! I'm gonna fucking kill you!
We need him alive.
He's a dead man!
Please don't kill this. Is he the mayor's son or the wizard's son?
He's the
The
wizard's
wizard's
son.
son. Yeah.
Please don't kill. I think does Kib technically work for the wizard?
He technically lives in the wizard's house.
Okay, yeah. Please don't kill my landlord's son.
Oh. He's already signed his death warrant.
Just take it out on the scarecrows, please.
Kib, my dear sweet Kib, you do not throw a fireball in my direction and expect me not to want blood. I'm getting my blood.
All over the place, apparently.
Shh. I'm just going to scare him a little bit. Maybe shoot an arrow through his shoulder.
Okay,
Not
it's
exactly
Thackeray's turn.
a safe place. All right. Let's see here. Okay. How do I eat? Where's the ping button? I can't find it.
It's it's just a little arrow, and you just click it and hold it down.
Would I be able to get to there? T.
You can use the ruler, which is it's the little icon on the left. It's a circle with a line through it.
I was just a little bit fuzzy about that. So yes.
So you go here and then to here or here.
Okay. If I can go behind Rowan, I certainly will.
Okay, you can do that.
All right. And at this point, let's see. How beat up is he?
He
Rowan.
He's looking bloodied. Like he's definitely taken enough damage that he's bleeding and looking a bit rough.
A bit rough.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god.
No more rough. I can't stand it after Legend of Dragoon.
I am going to go ahead and say, mind you, this might sting just a bit, but it will help. I go ahead and use heal cure wounds. And basically the small pneumatic needle just pokes right into a spot and administers the medicine. Probably further goading him to attack the things in front of him.
A spoonful of pain helps the medicine go down.
But it hurts so good. 12 points restored, I guess.
Demon, we have a new masochist.
12 points?
I think, or did I misread it?
You did
Did
4
I click
plus
it
3.
twice?
You rolled a 4 and you got plus 3 from your int.
Oh, why did it have 2 dice that rolled?
Oh,
I'm
one of those.
confused.
One of those was the bonus, like the advantage, I think.
Oh, okay.
Your int
well,
was calculated on the other dice.
Funky. Either way, heals. Yay!
7 HP to Rowan.
7 points to Gryffindor.
7 points. Gotcha.
Griffin Puff wins.
Is that a mix of Gryffindor and Hufflepuff?
It's from a video. Griffin Puff wins. Screw you, Snape. Okay, Thackeray, you have spent your action,
And
I
I am
believe.
done.
Tech's turn. Get up here, you spoony bird.
I'm a coming. I'm a coming. Do 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 do
Wait,
do.
wham.
The spooniest of bards.
Let's go right here. I can see Rowan's and having some fun. So I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration to give an inspiration die, a D6 inspiration die that he can use for an ability check, attack roll, or a saving throw.
So I guess he has that plus the D4 I gave him.
I'm not 100% sure if guidance works on attack rolls.
Ability checks. So
Ability
I don't
checks,
know.
yes.
Oh wait, do I still have that D4?
Yes, you
It
do.
lasts a minute.
Oh, okay. Well, no, because we took that long rest from
10
last.
rounds.
He casted it last round.
Oh, did he? Okay.
So that's my bonus. Anyone else in the back line, Spring, Kib, or Thackeray look hurt?
They
I'm
all look to
pristine.
be in basically pristine health.
I'm only missing a single point of health. But the lion.
He has one ouchie. He has a small ouchie.
Easy paper cut.
Well,
Gopper.
The lion will have bigger ouchies when I'm done.
you know what, you do you. I had my turn. I do not
It's
point at Spring.
Spring's turn.
If only I could shimmy along the outer walls and get around this bullshit.
You can try.
Probably can. Acrobatics.
Oh yeah, that's right. I am an acrobatic. So let's see. So if I go from here to
I would call it difficult terrain while you're doing this, so you have your movement while you're shimmying.
Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy.
so
I'd say that you could move from here to here, and that would be your movement.
from here to about here.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, how do I make it do the action?
You just
You have to
switch
go
to the
to
pointer.
select. Yeah, you have to go to the pointer and then move yourself.
Oh, okay. So
So you would move right here.
okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just move it there, or at least
Now
acrobatics
make
check.
an acrobatics check.
Yes, God, I will make an acrobatics check. Normal roll.
Okay, as you're going, you think that you've got it until you step on a rock that isn't quite in place. And as suddenly as you notice it slipping, you're on your back.
Can I just die?
And you only fell 10 feet, which means you don't take any falling damage, if I remember correctly.
Oh! The party can just hear a loud fuck as my back collides with the ground. And I end my turn.
It's the Scarecrow's turn. And he's gonna look right at the big bear in front of him. And he's just gonna sneer at him really, really hard as his eyes start to have this burning green glow to them. And Rowan needs to make a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw, but you have advantage on the roll.
Roly poly.
You make
Okay,
it.
thank goodness he has advantage.
So he's like gives you this terrifying gaze, but it ultimately doesn't actually manage to scare you. He then tries to come
Yay.
in with this little flail in your direction with his little stick hands, and he misses. It's now the other scarecrow's turn, and I'm gonna say that because he's standing next to fire, he needs to make a save to not get lit on fire because he's very flammable.
Oh, please let him burst into flames. Please burst into
Tinder
flames.
box.
So he gets lit on fire, and so you just see he just starts making like crazed, almost like demonic jester noises as he like gets lit on fire and tries to run away from the tent and jumps off the edge and flops here and then gets back up. And that's going to be his turn because he's too freaked out to realize he can cast the spell. And it's Rowan's turn.
Alrighty. So I'm still in a rage.
Despite all your
Um,
rage, you are still just a bear in a cage.
oh my god. But let's go ahead. I'm
Can you
gonna.
open up the way?
Junior, do we?
So Rowan is how like if I look at the one in front of me, how beaten up is it looking?
The scarecrow or the armor?
The armor.
He's looking scraped, but not like he would be what you would call bloodied equivalent for a suit of armor.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, he's going in for yet another reckless attack on that suit of armor. And we're going in with that. Does a 10 hit?
A 10. Okay. Just a reminder, I haven't told you the result, and you have guidance and bardic inspiration.
Okay. Guidance, and so I can add the D4.
And the d6 if you wish.
I'm gonna just add the D4 for now. So just one D4.
Okay. You swing, but unfortunately you miss. And you kind of just, your glaive clanks off the side of its helmet.
All right. So 14 is not. Okay. Gotcha.
So it's 15 or higher.
I have to wonder about the wording of guidance, though. It says that you can roll the die before or after making the ability check. I'm not sure whether it says that you can know the result initially before applying it.
I don't think you get to know the result before you apply guidance. That's how most of these abilities are worded. Like bardic inspiration does that, I'm pretty sure.
I see.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yes, it is.
It's Kip's turn.
I'm sorry. So there's still a bear in my way, and so I'm guessing this armor would have half cover because of the bear.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll move here, and instead of doing that, I'll just do magic missiles at it because that hits regardless.
Yeah, you could kind of even just shoot them up over the wall and they would go and come over it.
Yeah, I think that's the safest bet. So Kib's gonna pull out the magic missiles from his staff, and then lob them over the aim them over the wall to hit the suit of armor.
Okay.
Curve the bullet.
Yeah,
Roll your
basically.
damage.
Oh, nice.
Swishy,
Yeah.
swishy.
That's the first one, and here is the second and third.
So that's 5 extra damage on top of the 5, so you do 10 damage total.
Okay.
Fat deeps.
And then Kib will duck back behind the wall. And that is my turn.
So these like almost crystal spikes of force fly up over the wall and then converge and smack into this thing's helmet. And they all dig in before shattering. And the thing kind of reels back a bit from the hit. Its head spins around 360 degrees, and then it keeps going with what it was doing. You have no idea what the apprentice wizard is doing from your position.
Oh boy.
Okay, so at this point, what I think I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to go ahead and let's see here. Let me make sure it's what I want to do. I am going to go ahead and, assuming that I can do so, cast Grease. Let's see here. I gotta ping it, I guess. Here and here, 10-foot square.
Let me see. One sec. I had your character sheet up. Where?
So basically, corner to corner.
Okay.
Yep, 10 foot. And they must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or fall prone.
What's the DC?
Let's see here. I don't see a saving throw listed on it, so I guess it might use my own. Which is a
I think for now we'll use your spell save DC.
So spell save DC 13.
Okay,
Basically, I go ahead and toss a little something over Rowan's shoulder that basically plops and explodes with a bit of a mess. I go like, be mindful of that, Rowan. That should help you, though.
Okay, so the scarecrow's little peggy leggies are sticking enough into the dirt where he hasn't fallen over. He's managed to stay up, but the armor does kind of a comical little slip and falls right back on his back.
It is now prone.
I wonder if there's a status icon for prone.
I wonder if that provokes an attack of opportunity, but I don't remember.
It does not, but you do have advantage on attack rolls against enemies who are prone. If they're melee attack rolls. You have disadvantage if they're ranged attack rolls. Yeah, it appears there is no prone.
That and it needs to spend time to get up, too.
You have to spend half your movement to get up from being prone, yes. So, how is there no one for prone? He's got he needs some rollbacks.
That looks like someone keeled over and vomiting for some reason. I don't know why.
Okay, is that your turn?
Other than that, I'm not sure there's enough room for me to really sidle past him, so I'm probably just going to go ahead and sidestep a bit. and end my turn.
It's Tech's turn.
See if the spoony bard has any tricks.
I have an idea for something that this might end terribly or might end badly. How far of a drop is this?
10 feet.
I'm going to ask. Let me just do. Now, does that count for the movement? If I were to drop.
Falling does not count as your movement.
Okay, because what I would like to do, and I'll leave this up to you whether this is possible, to jump down and basically help Spring basically help pull him back up so he can grab onto the ledge and lift himself up.
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Make an acrobatics check as you go down the hill.
All right. Acrobatics.
As you kind of go down, you find yourself like your feet hit the ground and you have to go down on all fours for a moment and then push yourself back up and then you run over.
How many points of damage do I take, T?
You don't take fall damage at 10 feet, I don't think, so you take no damage.
I thought you do at 10 feet.
I thought it was past 10 feet. You take a D8 of
Oh, you do
bludgeoning
D8s?
damage.
Oh, you do D8s? I do D10s.
Ah,
You're mean.
okay. So
yeah,
you
I
can help
basically
Spring up to his feet.
Yeah,
So
just-
Spring is no longer prone.
All right, and then basically I want to be there to basically help lift Spring up so he can grab onto the ledge and he doesn't have to go all the way around.
Okay, you can give him advantage on his acrobatics check if he decides to go up the hill.
Okay.
By the way, T, if a creature ends its turn in the grace, it has to succeed another check.
Okay.
Just so you know.
So your bonus action would be spent on helping, and your action was spent on lifting him up. So it's Spring's turn.
Spring-a-ding.
The Spring happily takes Tech's hand. Much appreciated. And he is going to go ahead and attempt to climb back up the ledge. And I'm going to say, is that going to be acrobatics?
Yes. You have advantage on the roll.
Advantage.
You make it.
Okay. Okay, so I would be about what, right there?
You're gonna have to spend 15 feet of movement to get up there. So you move here, you spend 15 feet, and then you have a remaining 10 feet of movement.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move right here. And I'm going to go ahead and I still have my action, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what Spring's going to go ahead and do is he's going to draw one of his short swords and take a swing at the armor that's lying prone.
Okay, you have advantage on the roll.
All right. So I will just do one advantage and submit. Does a
16.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes. So as it's down, you kind of you do manage to hit it. You just kind of bring your sword down on it and just plunge it right through the armor, which just kind of yields to the tip of your blade.
And it takes 9 piercing damage. And that's going to be my turn.
Okay. So now this little bugger's turn. And he's going to attempt to move away from Rowan. And that does provoke attack of opportunity. Ready?
Swing swung.
So what's the
He's moving away from you. That's you get an attack of opportunity.
gotcha. Just a regular attack, no advantage.
Regular attack.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that hits. So as he's running away, you kind of just like manage to dig your glaive into his straw back and slash it right open.
Gotcha.
And he's just spilling straw as he moves. He's gonna move here, then over here, and he's gonna mutter something and summon a ball of fire that he's going to then throw at Rowan. Because he's kind of mad that you just kind of, spilled his floof. His stoofing everywhere.
His stroffing.
His stroffing.
Alrighty.
Ooh. So as he does this, he seems really, really mad, and he's using both hands to summon this globe of fire that sails over the animated armor and smacks Rowan for 9 fire damage.
So
And it just it impacts your armor, and just this wave of heat hits Thackeray and Kib, even from their
and that isn't
partial
half because it isn't physical, right?
It's not physical.
Gotcha.
And that ends his turn. Now it's the other Scarecrow's turn, and he's going to attempt to put himself out.
He fails.
He does fail. And he continues to burn.
And thus the sheer Angie power was manifested.
And he's just gonna start running over here. He's under the bridge right now, not on top of it. Ooh.
You approach me.
Ooh, I've got something
Are
in
you
my
okay,
throat.
hun?
Yeah, sorry, I've got something in my throat. I'm gonna grab some
Alright.
water.
Hey guys,
Not sure.
Yes, Remy?
I know it's a little bit early. I keep getting pulled, like my attention keeps getting pulled IRL. Do you guys think we could take a quick 15-minute intermission?
Sure.
It shouldn't be much longer than that.
Right then. To intermission! The game
You have a screen
is
for that.
paused.
It will
I
now
have to
be
dip out a call. I have to dip out a call real quick, but I will be back. Okay.
Okay.
15 minutes back.
Yee. Loady stuff.
Actually, this works for me because I gotta go pee anyways.
I gotta get more G Fuel, because my throat's like, eh.
The fuel of G. Fuel of T. P fuel. That would be unfortunate if someone actually named their drink P fuel.
It's priority fuel.
Priority fuel. And everyone would call it P fuel. You just know they would.
That reminds me, I gotta allow Tia's avatar back. And make public. There we go.
Soft, fluffy kitty.
T has his avatar back.
You're being a troll.
I wasn't gonna keep it away from him.
I know you were being a you were being a twit.
So I'm also looking at something into the rule book. I'm laughing at this. I'm looking at jumping. Because I was going to try and climb back up to here. It says, when you make a high jump, you leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. So I can jump 2 feet.
3 plus 2.
Well, no, 3 plus -1, which is 2. But I have to, if I don't get a 10 feet movement start, it's halved. So I can only jump 1 foot.
You can use a rope if you got a grapple.
Unfortunately, I don't have a grapple, but I have a friend who's getting close to me, so I think I'm gonna go say hi to him.
I'm gonna go engage in some strategic violence.
Yeah, Spring's already in a little bit of violence. I think just getting rid of this guy just help ease him out a little bit. Maybe make him calmer.
Drexel sticks.
Oh no, Spring's back. I gotta run.
Stabs.
Points at Spring.
Stabs.
You're a stabby one.
I took fire to the face, okay? I'm a little stabby.
I healed you.
You're Stabby McShankerton.
You know what, T?
T is currently AFK.
No, he pointed at me with love.
No, I'm here.
You know what?
I'm here.
That's what I said.
Come back.
Well, what?
I'm gonna play my Switch.
No.
Bitch, stop me!
Okay, I can just kick you out of the game.
We're still on break. Do what I want.
Besides, why are you playing the Switch? I thought you was a bottom. I'm fucking.
Yes, I came back just to laugh at that. It was stupid, and I loved it.
It was stupid.
But you loved it too, I know.
I freely admit it was stupid. But you know what? Sometimes stupid shit is the fun shit.
A lot of times, stupid shit is what works.
Kitty, kitty. Kitty, kitty. Kitty most
Sir, is that what your bardic inspiration is? You just point at somebody?
Yes.
So you can always say points at Spring.
One of these days, I'm gonna try to inspire Spring, and I'm gonna get an arrow to the face.
No, you're gonna get an arrow to the fucking knee is what you're gonna get.
What, you're gonna get him married?
I don't know. I thought
That's
about
technically what that implies.
what, an arrow to the knee?
Yeah. You didn't think they literally meant that in Skyrim. It's an old phrase basically meaning they got fucking married. Which crippled their adventuring habit.
I like how there's so many people who will say, I used to be an adventurer like you. There's like no adventurers in Skyrim except for you.
I don't know, do
They all
count?
got married.
Yeah, apparently.
Well, they're all older men, aren't they?
To be fair, in Skyrim, even after I got married, I kept adventuring.
Well,
Although
then
the
think
worst
about
part
it.
of
They
Skyrim-
got a stable job, you did.
The worst part of Skyrim is that you can't marry a Khajiit.
Yes, it is.
Yes, you can.
It is.
There is no
mod.
marryable Khajiit in the base game. You have to mod.
Why is that?
I have no idea.
Console commands are your friends. Or just go into
Well-
creation kit and put them in.
Well, it's mostly because there's hardly any Khajiit in Skyrim. The only ones that I can remember are either the bandits that are around there sometimes, and the Khajiit caravans.
You know
so,
what? I kind of want to go
Yeah.
through, and I kind of want to just, for fucking funsies, go into Creation Kit, find a Bandit Khajiit's file, and set their faction relationship to the marriage one, and just marry a bandit.
When
Khajiits
kidnappings
are like
got a little bit
layers.
more kinky.
Khajiits are like layers. They have onions.
because they stole them from the green grocers.
Holy shit, this looks... Whoa, what the fuck? This is entirely... This is different as can be.
My shoulder feels fucky wucky.
Please never say the words fucky wucky again. Thank you.
Why?
Why?
Well, my name is
Did it
Dr.
hurt your
Samuel
brain, T?
Awaken. We made a fucky wucky.
We got your test results back, and it turns out we got a little fucking wucky when we told you you're dying.
That's going to become another one of the memes for this group, isn't it? Fucky wucky.
It was already a meme before we came around.
Hold on. Here, you know what?
I mean, we already got Warm Crimes as a meme.
Pointing at spring.
Hold on. So I'm gonna do a thing.
You get a point.
That's spring.
Okay, I'm just gonna say this, but T, you're watching the stream, right?
Yeah?
Unmute your sound.
Why?
Just do it.
Okay.
Because we're audible, aren't we?
Shh.
I knew we were audible.
Wait,
Did you guys not?
I did.
where is? Oh, right. Duh.
Excuse me, T.
I know where all the audio is. That's right. Because I got sick of the looping frickin' Final Fantasy VII battle music. I muted. I muted frickin' Firefox.
Where's the intermission music we had?
I paused it.
Oh, okay.
Because things got a little bit fucky wucky.
You want to explain what you just did?
I put you under a basket.
Why?
Because it's your natural habitat.
You know, that was kind of funny. Like, I remember when people started putting Ritual Neo in an Easter basket.
It is now time to resume because we have a Rammy.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do appreciate that. I do apologize.
Well,
Boop. Remy.
Oh, now we have to do another break because someone else is dying.
hold on.
Do not inhale.
Swallow.
You're only allowed to eat air. Wait, what?
You're only allowed to eat air? Yeah?
I accidentally closed out of the game. I need a moment to get back into the game.
No worries.
Fuzzball.
Okay.
It should be ad free when you get into the game because we have premium.
Well, all it really does is it makes you wait like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for accommodating.
No
It's all
problem.
fun.
Yeet.
I just I meant to close the tab, and rather than closing the tab, I closed the entire browser. So that was a
I
fuck
pooped
you,
the
Wookie.
shit.
It's so aggressive when
Oh,
saying
right.
that. You sounded so aggressive.
Alrighty.
Okay. Ugh. I'm good. We're good.
It's spring.
Okay, so the Scarecrow on his turn, its turn, their turn, a turn,
All turns.
Some turn.
is going to attempt to chuck a ball of flaming fuckery at Tech.
Didn't it already? Oh no, never mind. You're talking about the other one.
Does a 6 hit?
No.
It throws it, but because he himself is on fire, he can barely see anything, and he just like hucks it over your head, and it comes and it lands over past Kib and just goes on the ground, leaving a little
Kib
burning
bleats
fly.
and start. Kib startled. He bleats. Meh.
Make a fortitude save. No,
I met a
wrong
fainting
game.
goat.
Wrong game. You just faint.
That would be funny. That would. If you'd taken that as a flaw, I'd be laughing my ass off.
It's Rowan's turn.
Alrighty. So is this one right now? This one is prone, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, Rowan is just gonna give a big, gritted, toothy grin and go for an attack on it. I forget, what is the rule with prone?
Advantage.
Is it advantage?
Yes, you get an advantage on all melee attack rolls.
Gotcha.
Smash, smash, smash.
So
Does a 3
Rowan,
hit? So, Remy,
yeah, what's up?
finish him.
So basically, what Rowan does is he lifts up. Basically, what he does is he lifts up his glaive. He doesn't do any flourish. It's just you just see him grip it tight. His muscles, like you see him flex, and you just hear a devastating as he cleaves this armor set in half.
Okay. Now, Thackeray, I'd like you to make an Arcana check.
Arcana. One moment. Roly poly.
Okay, so Arcana is kind of a stand-in for science here.
Yep.
Because there is no science skill currently in the game. Add this. Add it. So, as this blade goes through it, you hear this odd, like, crackling, screeching sound as the metal is cut through, and you recognize it as the sound of tin.
Tin soldier.
So, this thing was not made of the sturdiest metal, and that's why it was so easily cut into every time it was struck.
Smoosh.
And Rowan, you still have movement and bonus action. Although
Alrighty.
I think if you move over the grease, that it either counts as difficult terrain or you have to make a save. I don't remember.
I don't know. Can I cancel a spell that I had like that?
I think grease sticks around, but I'll look at the spell on your page.
So difficult terrain is just half. So like it would count as 10 per, right?
One sec here. Any creature that enters the area has to make a dexterity saving throw, but you are able to move right here without standing in it.
All right. And can I walk past spring without problem?
Yes, you can just move through allies.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he's going to go ahead and stop there.
I haven't seen him move on my screen. Oh, there we go.
So he's going to stop right here. And because but this just out of curiosity, this is considered reach, or is that
Yes.
Okay.
He is within your range.
okay? So from there, he's going to let me just double check my actions. for if there's anything I can do for a bonus action, because I don't think there is.
Blepis.
Um, and that is all I can do right now. So I end my turn.
Kip's turn.
All right.
Good power.
Yeah. So this guy over here is still on fire, right? The one under the bridge.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ignore him. So 5, 10, 15. I'll go here. Almost step into the grease before I notice it, and stop myself because I can just shoot this guy with more fire.
Yes, you can.
Okay, I forgot to lower my spell slots by 1 because I had cast a magic missile again. All right, so here we go. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, there we go. Now there we go. Did Evan hit?
Yes.
Right. Well, I basically once again pull the fire from the staff, and looking at the scarecrows, Kib says, "This is how you throw a firebolt." And I threw the firebolt at the scarecrow.
The scarecrow gets hit dead center mass when you throw this at him, and he just goes boom, like right into the tent, and the tent goes up in flames. It goes up in flames, and the thing struggles and screams and flails around before ceasing to move.
Kib sticks his tongue out at him. Meh. Pretty much. Kib is very childish. Oh, and yeah, that ends my turn. I apologize. I forgot to say so.
Okay. Let's just fire here. I think I can just.
Don't forget the other tent, because it's on fire too. Even when I'm not playing a firecaster, I end up being the pyromaniac.
You're just setting everything on fire, aren't you?
I'm not doing it on purpose!
Yes, you are.
Okay, I might be.
Zachary's turn.
Alright, so at this point, Thackeray is basically going to go ahead and, first of all, do I have a line of sight for the scarecrow down there?
Yes.
Alright, so we are going to roly-poly-roly. He goes ahead and takes aim before unleashing another shot from the crossbow. I'm like, just one more you guys to peg. Did that roll? It didn't roll. Right, there it went. Ooh,
A
pew
dirty
pew.
20. So, you hit this thing center mass like you hit the last one. And it takes 8 piercing damage.
As if being on fire wasn't enough already.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and work my way up around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's 6 movement.
You can
Yeah.
do that.
Yes. And I end.
Okay. It's Tech's turn.
All right. This guy's still under the bridge, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna slide on in over them.
Get into
And
his
I'm-
DMs.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna poke him with my my rapier. Boop.
That's a
Stab,
hit.
stab, stab.
So you manage to swipe at this thing and just rip open its what would be the term, straw again. He just starts pouring out burning straw as he takes 4 piercing damage.
A little bit of air helps burn up the fire.
Mess, mess, mess.
Yeah, pretty much. And that will be my turn. Standing next to a burning mass.
It's Spring's turn.
Didn't think they'd have Burning Man here.
Is Spring from his position able to see the scarecrow from under the bridge?
Yes, but Tech and the bridge are partially obscuring the view, putting them in half cover.
I do want to point out Tech's only 4'8". Is that really even providing any cover?
It's small amount.
Okay.
Small boy.
Okay, yeah. So there's a man on a bridge, and there's some obscuring fog, and there's a couple leaves rolling past. So I'd say he's in 5/8 cover.
T. We have a
What?
we have a guest in chat.
Yes,
Oh.
us. Beth.
It is a
Yes.
It's spacey.
it is a yin of space.
Yeah.
The
Hey,
space.
space.
Welcome me on. Anyway.
Anyway, let's see. Well, while they're busy doing that, Spring is just gonna go ahead and go, oop, doop, 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 and doop, and he doesn't really have much of anything he can do, so he's just gonna go ahead and end his turn.
Okay, the Scarecrow's turn. He's gonna try and make another save.
Blep, blep. Blep, 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 blep. Delete.
So this Scarecrow is looking very bad because he just keeps burning and burning and burning. And he's just gonna scream something out. Does anybody here speak Abyssal?
Nope.
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 Only things like Draconic.
Common and Ursine.
Okay, so the Scarecrow is too consumed literally in fire to do anything this turn.
Well, Rowan is going to 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Right here. And simply is going to, with his reach, make a...
He's under the bridge.
Oh, is he under the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's.
You'd have to be on top of them basically to even think about it, and it'd be kind of awkward.
It's 15 feet up. So
I didn't realize that he was... Okay. It's difficult to tell on the map.
Yeah, that's why.
I was busy with...
That's why Spring didn't take an action other than move.
Gotcha. Would I be able to see him from here? Like, is this completely solid bridge, or is this like one of those rickety bridges?
it's got tiny little gaps between the planks.
What kind of disadvantage would I be looking at if I tried to throw a javelin through that?
You'd have to like lean over the edge, and I'd say you'd probably be throwing it with disadvantage because you're putting yourself off balance to throw it.
You know what? I'll go for it. Fuck it.
It literally can't hurt.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
So yeah, he is going to go ahead and yeet a javelin towards the whatever, the scarecrow. I guess we're just calling them scarecrows, right?
Yeah, they're scarecrows.
Okay. Yeah. So so I don't gain hang on. I didn't say reckless, so yeah, it's just disadvantage. Here it goes.
You do actually hit. So,
All right.
you kind of you grab the rope of the bridge, and it's wide enough that you can lean over the side without fully like flipping the bridge at all. And you just take your thing and you just woof, and you hit it right in the face, and it just falls over and continues burning as it dies.
So it's dead? Okay.
Yeah, but as this one burns and slowly goes out, you notice that the flames turn green, and some horrible ghostly fire just kind of flies out of it and goes off into the sky over the trees and right over the canopy where you can't see it.
Alrighty. And with that, that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. I'm going to say that this is where combat is currently over.
Yay.
Okay, before anything else, I have to ask, if Rowan were to jump off the bridge right now, would he take damage?
Yes.
Could I brace myself?
Nope.
Can I try to catch?
I do believe you'd both take damage.
Doesn't it? Does it split the damage?
I think it would split it.
I mean, I can. I'll take it.
I was legitimately just trying to figure out if I could reasonably jump down to save time walking all the way around, but Rowan will just kind of look at the jump and walk all the way over here.
Well, 'cause I was gonna say I would pick up his javelin and to return it.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, yeah, that's literally the only reason he's going down there is to pick up his javelin.
Oh yeah, I could have returned. I could have just tossed it up or handed it up to you.
Okay, so you guys are currently at the top or in the middle of this gulch, this small gulch in the middle of the forest, and you can't currently see where Leo is. You just know that he ran off somewhere to the north, going over going up to the other clearing of the ridge, the other kind of incline that led up to the top of the ridge.
Fun.
Alright. So Rowan's just kind of gonna in this moment we can use hit dice, right?
You have to rest.
Oh, we have to rest for hit dice. Gotcha.
Yeah. You can use them on a short rest.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say, since we're chasing someone, I don't think we got an hour to rest.
Yeah. So,
but what I can do is I can tap Rowan and cast a spell. I can cast Cure Wounds.
that is up to you.
I shall do it. 8 hit points.
Rowan looks at who did that? It was
Tech.
Tech. Gotcha.
The small bard.
Rowan looks at Tech and gratefully says, "Thank you. I do appreciate." Looking a
And
little
nod and
worse
give
for
a thumbs
wear.
up.
All right. I assume we're all kind of gonna reconvene at some point, like some point in this gulch
I just assumed that we would have been like up over here.
right here.
Well, because these guys would go across the bridge up here, we could just go around to here,
Yeah,
to the
makes
other
sense.
side of the burning camp.
Actually, I would recommend us looking around and seeing, at least because one of the tents wasn't lit on fire. I would suggest we look in the tent and see if there's any kind of supplies that we can find that we can use.
Okay, so roll perception as you make that move.
Would you like me
Check.
or okay? Core.
Same with Rowan, because you also moved that way.
Gotcha. Just
I
a regular
saw a
perception
bird.
check.
Yep.
Could I use guidance?
You do still have the guidance, which would
Alright,
add a d6.
Let me go ahead and use that then.
You two see nothing as you go around there.
Alrighty. Worth a shot.
I guess I better move up too. But before I do that,
So
I think I'm going to go ahead and try to put out fire.
Oh yeah, these fires are still burning, aren't they?
yeah,
I'd say this one is slightly more important, considering this one is not next to trees.
Yep. I go ahead and start trying to work on snuffing it out or getting the burning material away from others' combustibles.
so are you just gonna like poke it with your staff to try and like move any burning material away from like the leaves?
Pretty much, or any other firm stick I find.
Okay, yeah, you can do that.
I'd
You
probably
gently
do
coax
the
the
same.
canvas away from any flammable materials that you see.
T.
Yes?
I would like to go ahead and check this tent here for any supplies that we may be able to use.
Roll investigation.
Um,
Hey!
Okay, so you find a diary and a bed, you find a lantern, and then you find the weirdest odds and ends. There's like a cooking pot that's just filled with sticks. And just the most random assortment of things. There's bottles that are empty, that they look like they've long been empty, and just knickknacks, weird like figurines. It's nothing that you would use to survive in the woods, pretty clearly.
well, Spring's gonna go ahead and grab the diary and just start reading it.
Okay, now here's the question: do you speak Draconic?
I do. If he asks.
Uh, uh, well, I don't speak Draconic. Spring's just gonna close the diary, walk out from the tent, and just blatantly call it. Can anyone here read this ancient, or would I be able to know it's Draconian?
You probably would not.
Okay.
If you don't recognize it, you probably, or if you don't speak it, you probably don't recognize it.
Well, so I found a book, and it's in some kind of weird language I don't understand.
I'll certainly be happy to take a look. I'll go ahead and, after getting the flames into a spot where they won't cause harm, just come ahead and wander on up.
By the way, Thackeray, Kib, and Spring, please roll perception.
Okay.
Roll a perception check. Hey, I made a roll that's perception that doesn't suck.
Y'all see absolutely nothing. Kib is wondering what kind of hat Thackeray was thinking about the past, day.
Oh my god.
God dang.
I would
I
have
go
thought
like,
that Kib was just admiring the fire.
let me see what
Kib is staring at the fire, just like, yeah.
you got. Something you can't read?
Spring hands the diary over to Thackeray.
I go ahead and flip it open and start looking at the page. I'm like, this is Draconic. It's seems to have a bit of a weird accent or something, but it's definitely legible. Let's go ahead and read through it.
Okay,
Go
so
like,
along the days, on the first day, it's basically talking about Leo's talking about his new friend and how his new friend was basically whispering to him every time they went out and telling him about everything that the villagers had been doing. Told him that they'd actually killed his neighbor, that they were going to kill him. The next day, he's talking about how worried he was because he felt like his father and the mayor were going to try and kill him in his sleep, so he fled in the night. And on the third day, you hear him talking about how he'd started making new friends under the direction of his friend. And his friend had been basically telling him how to construct new friends in order to keep him safe.
I go ahead and read this out to all of them, making sure to check margins for notes or anything else in the book, and covering all the details.
So amidst that, so everybody's just kind of like looking around the camp at the moment.
Yes. And again, Spring, Thackeray, and Kib, you need to roll perception.
We did.
Again.
Oh. Okay. I was about to say, wait, what? But we already did. Well, I'm not noticing jack diddly
Okay,
squat.
Kib. You see an old man walking down the middle of the gulch with his walking stick, and he's walking down south of the bridge, and he's just using it to support himself as he walks away. You can't quite see who it is from behind, but he's about here.
About where?
About right here.
It didn't ping for us.
Yeah, I think you're on the wrong layer.
Oh, sorry. Ping it right here.
Oh. The guys, there's a hello?
Yeah?
Give
You
us
just see when you say something to him, he just starts like hurriedly trying to walk faster, but he's like clearly enfeebled by his age.
there's a old man.
Rowan would he wouldn't run. He would just sort of like a brisk walk across the bridge through the knocked over bookshelf and past the slick. I assume that he could outpace the old man.
Yeah, definitely.
And by roughly that time, he'll be in the middle of the walkway and just looking at whoever this is. Who are you?
When you look, you see it's actually Leo's father who's before you, and he just like looks at you with weary eyes and says, "Hello."
Marco?
And he
Make
came
an insight
from
check.
Can I look
Is
at
that
him, see if anything's off about this?
is that just for me?
Yeah, you can both attempt to make the insight check, but you just be giving Rowan advantage on his check if you're also looking.
Well, I was thinking more like see if this is actually who it's supposed to be, and more like not, a disguised self or something.
That would be insight.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing insight.
Yeah, with advantage.
Alrighty.
So when everyone else hears him, they hear like a normal voice, and when you hear him, he's like, "Hello, yes, I am old. I am an old man. I'm looking for my son. Yes." In the most
So
unconvincing manner that you've ever heard in your life.
with a deadened stare, he just says, "Cut the act now."
So the old man, quote unquote, is just going to run over this way to try and get away.
Where?
Right. Sorry, I forgot it doesn't.
you, you need to. I was gonna say, you need to. Would that invoke any kind of chance for me to stop him?
You could try to run and grab him, or tackle him, or grapple him in some way.
Trip attack.
I assumed that he was in front of me at one, or was he? Or was he? Where was he?
He ran like this way. One second, I'm going to rule which way. He ran like this way.
I was gonna say a token might help with like knowing where he is.
Since he's basically a target now on the board.
So because I think you guys have pretty much figured it out.
I was gonna say with the insight that I did, I assumed, yeah. If he made a break for it, Rowan is going to use it. Is there any kind of initiative right now or no?
No. You can try to like run and tackle him, or you could try
Yeah,
to trip him.
I'm gonna just go and run after him and attempt to make a grapple check.
Make an athletics check, I believe.
All right.
While that's happening, I'd like to go ahead and pull off the head of one of my bolts and load it up to take aim at him.
Okay.
All right. And I'm just doing it just a straight roll.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Let me know when it would be appropriate to roll.
Okay, so he needs to attempt to overcome that. Saves. He just barely manages to slip through your grip.
Alrighty. And all right.
Can I
So
can I go ahead and fire the blunt?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you aiming somewhere in particular, or are you just aiming at him, center mass?
Basically trying to knock him over, essentially.
Okay.
Basically, that's why I took the head off. I'm assuming this would just be a normal roll, though, not advantage or anything.
Yeah, just roll it. So you smack the rock next to him.
Can I lob a firebolt right in front of him to make him stop?
You can try.
All right, I would like to do that then.
Okay.
Please don't hit the old man.
It's not an old man.
Old man don't run that fast and can't wrestle free of a bear.
and who specifically has the iron bands of binding? For Peg?
It's Spring. So
Gotcha.
he yelps and starts running this way because he's scared of fire.
Since we're
Alright.
not necessarily in combat, how are we doing movement?
Um,
I was gonna say we're trying to catch him, but it's a situation where I'm not sure if we're in initiative or we're out of initiative at this point.
why don't we just go with initiative for now? And we'll just say that we're just gonna pump tech and spring up to the front.
All right.
Okay.
So gonna tap my icon and initiative.
Are we
Oh no, we're
rolling
still in
initiative?
initiative. We're not.
Oh,
rerolling.
oh, okay. I wasn't.
So are we even aware of that? Am I even aware of that? Of what's going on?
Well, you did hear Kib say that. Oh, there's an old man here,
Okay,
and
so
you've
then
probably heard some commotion.
And you hear the twang of the crossbow,
okay, so
and
then
and
probably
see him removing the head of the arrow.
let me see here. I'm gonna try something stupid here.
That's my favorite set of words.
Yeah. So I'm going to gimme. So I'm gonna try and again be an idiot and jump off
Oh God.
because I'm pretty sure I would have known that, and I'd try and be like I don't know what here. Actually, maybe like here actually to basically try and like maybe act as like a roadblock
Okay, roll
to
acrobatics.
intercept. Acrobatics. Why?
Does that mean it accelerates his path downwards?
You end
Yeah,
up
there.
here on your back. You fall prone and take 5 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
Hey, at least maybe he might trip over you.
He's on the other side. Ah.
Spring's turn.
Spring-a-ding. Spring.
Kazuma.
I'm here. I'm here. Let's see.
Kazumis.
I'm here. Oh, so Leo tried to sneak back through, did he?
Indeed. Would appear so.
Mm.
My respond is going ahead and just putting on another blunted arrow into the crossbow. Well, bolt.
Sorry, food hit me. I had a small bit of a food coma for a moment. Okay. Let's see here. Are we in combat or is it still free movement?
You're currently in initiative order.
So we're still using initiative from last round?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. It's like I could hear but it wasn't retaining in my brain. I'm so sorry. I haven't been sleeping well last week. So, I'm terribly sorry.
So all good.
So yeah, there's a quote unquote old man trying to run away, but it's
Yeah, I caught that. There was an old man coming down the middle of the ravine. Remy stopped him and rolled really high and was completely unconvinced. And now it's turned out to be Leo is where I'm at. Okay. I wasn't completely dead. Ugh. Fuck, okay. So that means it's not free movement. Okay, but since it's Leo, I've got that ball. That would be a ranged attack, correct? If I were to try to throw the ball.
Yes.
Okay. So about how many feet would I get with the range? Because I know it probably won't be anywhere near what I can get with my bow.
60 feet.
60 feet. So if I was to, all right. So if I was to move here.
10 square. Maybe if you run into the middle of the bridge as he's running past.
Actually, if that's where he's at, then I could move. Yep. Okay, so Spring is going to go ahead, move over here. He's gonna take the ball out from his pack, and he is going to toss it over where Leo's at right now.
Okay.
Activate.
It will use the exact same attack roll as your bow, so just roll a bow attack roll.
Okay. Wait, whoops. Hold on.
Roly, roly, roly.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits?
So, what was your command word?
Did I mention one yesterday?
Nope. You didn't make a command word. So,
Okay.
you said that you made one, but you didn't say what it was.
Okay, well, we're just... You know what? I'm too tired to think right now. Puppy treats!
Okay, so you take this ball, you swirl your hand around it, and you throw it like a football at this guy. And as you say, puppy treats, it pops open with a like a metallic springing sound, like it was full of like springs that just exploded out, and it flies, and the bands converge kind of around him, and then shrink and tighten, and he falls over as his legs are bound up, his face is bound up so he can't speak. His arms are pressed to his sides, and he's just kind of like
At least...
as he falls prone.
At least my tiredness has provided something of amusement. Puppy treats! God, I'm terrible.
I go like, nice shot. That was an excellent throw.
I am a ranger. Ranged is what I do.
Throwing something is a little bit different than pulling back a bowstring, though.
True enough. Well then, I believe we have captured our quarry. We should probably return him back to town.
Wasn't the goal to take him to some sort of temple?
Spring, you knowing the area, know that the temple is 2 days travel away from here, and you would be going roughing it through the woods.
Yes, our goal is to take him to the temple. However, it's 2 days travel from where we currently are, and we're gonna have to go through the woods. So, I propose we head back to town, stock up, and be ready for the journey, unless you guys feel comfortable enough that we could make that journey.
Well, that really depends on whether you think there's anything particularly dangerous on the way.
It's
Rowan-
the woods. There's definitely danger.
Rowan gives a glance at the lion that's currently bound up and is sort of just leaning his hand or his head on his hand and more or less looks over to Spring and says, "Why don't we interrogate him?"
We could do that if you think we could get anything useful out of him at this point.
Well, he's a wizard, an apprentice, sure, but he does likely know some spells that don't require hand movements. If we unbind his mouth, he could cast spells.
The ball will only answer to me.
To put it bluntly, I don't think any cowardly lion is going to dare try to attempt a spell with a blade at his.
And I go, Are we basically trying to interrogate him now?
I'd like to know exactly why he felt so inclined as to leave. Sure, he gave us sort of a half-hearted. We sort of got a half-hearted explanation from the mayor, but I personally feel like there's a bit more behind this.
I have a little bit of a thought, and I go like, "May I? Is his muzzle unbound or no?"
No, his muzzle is still bound. Spring, is uh is Spring able to unbind certain parts with the command word without unbinding the entire thing?
No, if you say the word at all the bands will pop off. And
So-
if one band is broken, they will all return to being a ball.
And he would know that.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I cannot unbind him. If I speak the word again, then he will be unbound, and and it could cause problems. It would probably be best if we interrogated him after we get him to the temple, where we can get him into more proper bindings.
He just sort of. Rowan just sort of gives a bit of a huff and sort of gives a nod, feeling a little. He feels a bit of unease about the whole situation.
But have we already left the area, or are we just waiting for a little bit?
You're still in the area.
I'm going to go ahead and rummage through the remaining items there while looking at the book, trying to establish a bit more context.
Okay. Roll Arcana.
Roll Arcana. And I am taking my bloody time. Is taking 10 a thing, or no? Or 20?
We can say you take a thorough investigation.
Okay. Do you still want me to roll?
Yes, roll Arcana.
Hey, you rolled
Okay.
Still got high anyway.
So what you find is he was essentially playing with a concept called a vis. Vis is the fundamental elements of the world, of which there are 5. He was playing with the vis of change, the vis of life, the vis of earth, the vis of soul, and the vis of memory. And by combining mundane elements that represent these 5 vises, he was essentially creating kind of, what would be the term?
A facsimile
artificial, a facsimile of life. And imbuing it to mundane objects, but whatever he was creating was not very intelligent or refined. It's essentially the same process that was used to make the first constructs, but in a rather rough and unrefined way.
So basically, I look at this and this looks extremely primitive to me.
It would be to, if you were to compare it to a computer in the real world, this technology would be a typewriter.
So I'm going to basically go ahead and perhaps add extra pages here or there and write my own notes in Draconic as well. Specifically,
Here's the interesting
adding
thing, though.
context of what I find.
Here's the interesting thing, though. It goes into the intricacies of how the Visas interact with each other in a way that you didn't know. Even though you seem to know about the subject, there's actually new knowledge here that you didn't quite understand before. And you think you know how he was able to essentially create that spark without technology, because to you, a construct needs some very powerful piece of technology to create, where normally you would need the equivalent of a supercomputer to pop out these simple little intelligences. This person has taken a whole bunch of random mundane items and turned them into a very primitive construct.
I'm going to go ahead and add that to my internal notes as well.
Okay.
But I am just basically taking notes in the same language in it as well, like on a separate pages that have been added in as notes.
Okay.
So I go through it and finish annotating everything and close the book, seal it up carefully, and put it away. So I have interesting ideas about this, and once it's safe to interrogate them, I would like my chance to do so.
Well then, if we're going,
Because these aren't natural creatures at all, yet let's just say I'm very interested.
well then, I suggest we get moving.
Indeed. Do let's.
Okay, so you're gonna make your way back to the village?
Yeet.
Actually, so, do you guys want to head to the village, or do you guys want to head to the temple? Which direction are we headed? It's about 2 days either way.
Which would be closer, and do you think would be a better use of our time?
So you're currently right here where it says Forlore Wood. So if you were to travel through the woods, that would be considered rough terrain and would actually take you more than an entire day to get to the road. But if you went down through Forlore Wood down to Wayward, you'd be able to take the road.
So let's see. Unless you are particularly good at your pathfinding through the woods, we may want to go ahead and take a road. We may even be able to perhaps secure transportation back in your village, sparing our own feet.
Rowan would look at the captive. What's his name again?
Leo.
Leo. Rowan would look at Leo and then look over to the group and say, unless we intend to unbind him halfway back, or intend to bind him at the village, we should probably go straight to the temple. Unless one of you feels like unbinding him and holding him to try and make sure that he is well fed and not malnourished.
As long as you take the...
I'm going to say that Spring would know that from here, this is probably as far as you'd get before the end of the day, and then that's another day. And then it would probably be an entire another day to get up to the temple. So it would be either 3 days travel to go through the woods, or 2 days travel if you went to Wayward and made a stop and then headed along the road.
So wait, you're saying it would have been? I was under the impression that it would take 4 days from village, 2 days from our current location.
From your current location, it'll take longer because you'd have to go through rough terrain because you're on wooded foothills there's a lot of gulches like the one you're in, so you would have to be going up and over terrain, then down and going around big pieces of terrain that aren't very easily traversable, while also traversing underbrush.
Okay, yeah, I was under the wrong impression then. Apologies.
Go away, you stupid alarm. There we go. One additional thing we may want to consider is I don't know if your village has it, but maybe a cart and horse might actually be more expedient as well. If one could be secured or lent. So, I say it'd probably be the best option to make it back to the village. Though I do have a thought. Given that this is one of the residents' relatives, it may be expedient to ensure that there is no interference from any parties related to him. Even if they were the one who asked for them to be retrieved. Because there is clearly something going on with this. They are experiencing erratic behavior, and this doesn't appear like something that they may have learned in the village, per se. Some of the things I've been reading in here don't exactly hint to good things.
While I do believe in my pathfinding, I don't think I could safe. I don't think it would be safe for us to navigate through these woods, as I'm not too terribly familiar with the areas. Um, let's go ahead and head back to the village. I'll talk to the guards and see about seeing about securing a horse and carriage for the trip.
Mm-hmm. And perhaps borrow appropriate things to ensure that he can be taken care of without allowing escape or use of his abilities.
I'll talk to the guards and see what we can find. But if all are in agreement, we'll go ahead and head back to Waywarn.
Indeed.
Rowan nods.
Kib also agrees.
Tech agrees.
Okay, so you head back the way that you came. It seems like not much has changed. You walk past piles of twigs that used to be enemies that you had fought the previous day, and make your way back to Waywarn.
Upon returning to Waywarn, Spring stops off by his house, grabs a few supplies, and then walks over to the guardhouse.
As you guys return, and as you're about to walk to the guardhouse, you hear a blood-curdling scream from the new home inn.
Oh, god damn it.
It's usually not like this, I swear.
Oh my lord.
I think that doesn't matter. I think you'd best go ahead and see to it. Some of us should go investigate. Maybe the others should take care to ensure our friend here doesn't go anywhere or is bothered by anyone.
Rowan basically just takes a knee near near Leo and basically says, "I'll look after him."
You know what, Rowan? We have fought tooth and nail together. I trust you.
By the way, T, would it have been possible to regain any spell slots or no?
During your travel, you could have taken a short rest, but definitely not a long rest.
All right, so half, I guess, right?
You don't gain slots on a short rest.
Yeah.
It's only a long rest to get your slots back. I'm in the same boat. I'm out of spell slots.
If we had a short rest, that means we get hit dice, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I will allow you to use hit dice. You can say you took a stop on your travels.
Kib's already starting to make his way towards the inn because that is basically the only place to get drinks, and he will defend that place to almost not quite death.
Wait, what? What? What are you rolling for?
Hit dice.
Hit
Oh,
dice.
hit dice. Okay.
That fucking
You're able to spend as
Oh.
many hit dice as you want, though.
Correct, but you only get half back on a long rest. Half your max back on long rest.
Okay.
Well,
I'm just gonna take my 2 hit points and like it. I'll be
well, I'm back to full health.
Okay.
hooray.
So all of you who are heading toward the inn see regular, like just common folk run like right past you away from the inn. And you can see you basically see the barkeep from before, and he's holding somebody out front. And he's kind of like on his knees, like holding them and like looking around pretty desperately.
Okay.
What does this person look like that's being held?
It's his daughter, actually.
All right. I guess I'm going to go ahead and move up. I guess roll medicine check to see what's wrong, or is it obvious?
You can roll medicine. She
22.
has 2 small marks in the side of her neck, and there's a very soft, like green tinge to the skin around those 2 little, kind of little stab marks.
Like a bite or a toxin?
It appears to be some form of bite.
But not something I recognize. Is it something I can point the symptoms out to specifically to our...
It appears that she is poisoned because her eyes are actually her eyes are twitching. They're half lidded, and her lids are twitching, and they're twitching red. And you can see the whites of her eyes are turning a slight, kind of like greenish yellow, sickly color.
Is there anything that I would know would be an appropriate treatment for that? Poison?
So currently, healing magic would probably work on her. Or if you found an antidote of some form, probably a general use antidote, because there are cocktail antidotes that have 9 to 10 different chemicals in them that help counteract common poisons.
I go ahead and immediately look up and say, fetch an antidote immediately. This is a venomous bite. Would it be possible to use a healing spell as a ritual?
No, unfortunately.
Ay, 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 ay.
All right, Alpha.
Was that sarcastic?
Was it?
I don't know. Who's an alpha?
Oh my fucking god. Power Rangers! Alpha!
Oh. Oh, wow.
I've never watched it.
Little robot is just going, ay, 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 ay.
Boop you so hard.
That was a very obscure reference that I only barely understood.
Did you barely understand it, or did you barely understand it?
All right, I'm leaving
Okay,
the campaign.
I'm
Bye,
done.
guys.
I'm done with this. I can't take this anymore.
I'm gonna do whatever I need to help delay it while they go and go and grab it. I don't care if you have to steal it or anything temporarily. Just bring it.
So, is anybody going to react to that?
Kib,
I describe the symptoms in detail quickly and say, and maybe scribble it down and then hand them the piece of paper. Get something for that can handle these, basically, or identify it.
would Kib know where would be the best place to get one? Like, would it be the town hall?
Has a first aid kit, and Maya Sundries tends to sell basically general use medical supplies.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run. The closest one would be this. I guess they're both pretty close to each other, so Kib's gonna run towards the sundries because just in case that the first aid kit does not have what he would need.
I look up at her father and say, did you see what bit her? Describe it, if you can.
So he seems to be babbling incoherently. You don't quite understand him.
Okay. Let's see here. I guess I'm going to try to calm him if I can. Would that be persuasion?
Yes.
There's a 19 hit.
So you manage to calm him down enough, and he just, like, looks you in the eyes, and he just says, spiders.
What did
Spiders the
they look
size
like?
of Labradors.
I go ahead and look to someone and say, check the building, make sure that there's no one else can get bitten. That's a damn big spider. So that means probably a fairly hefty dose of anti-venin will be needed.
So, KTP, you get to Maya Sundries. You see the lizard man who's guarding it has his sword out, and he's looking around because he just saw, like, 3 people run up toward Town Hall who are basically fleeing for safety after they saw monsters.
Yep.
He doesn't stop you from running in.
I run in. Who is the titular Maya, the one running the shop?
Yes. So you see the
didn't write a
one
script.
humanoid in town. You see an elf. She's got kind of a pale complexion with blonde hair, and she just looks at you and goes, "What the devil's going on?"
We need an antidote immediately. The innkeeper's, the barkeep's daughter was bitten by something.
That's the script.
I pass her the note.
So she's just going to take one look at it. She's going to point at a green bottle on a shelf and just say, "I'll charge the man. Fucking go!"
I grab it and I'm running back.
Okay, so as you run back, the girl is in bad condition. Her veins are starting to turn green, but it seems like she's still alive.
And I go ahead and say, hold out my hand for it.
Once I get to him, I'm handing it to him right away.
Okay. Is this an oral medication, or should I use my administrator, or does it not even matter?
It seems like you just give it to her like a regular potion. You just
All right. I just go ahead and basically say, hold her for a moment, and basically work to administer it. This should resolve it if they go the proper item.
okay. And what's Spring doing?
Spring's just doing spring things.
Could you be more specific?
I was being specific. Anyways, no. He's currently on his way to the guardhouse. To seek out proper bindings and potentially a horse and carriage.
I assume so. From where we came from like right here, right?
Yeah. So as you walk to the mayor, or as you walk past the mayor's house and prepare to go to the guardhouse, all of the guards are running past you toward the inn.
Do any of the guards that I know run past me?
You would know all of them.
Oh. I guess we'll just bullshit. Lance.
So the guard just like looks at you and he just like waves at you to follow as he keeps running toward the inn.
Spring just kind of shakes his head, draws his sword, or one of his swords, and just follows after.
Okay, so back at the inn, Lorgans has administered the antidote, and the green in Mira's veins starts to slowly retract back toward the bite, but she seems like gonna take a while to stabilize. But you could probably leave her and she'd be okay.
I go like, keep an eye on her, make sure she has food and water whenever needed. She should recover without too much of an issue, but it'll take a little bit of time.
T, is there anything I need to, or Rowan needs to look out for at the moment?
Currently, you've got a man who's completely bound up and probably couldn't even hop around.
All right, yeah, it was just more or less like making sure that Rowan didn't need to have like anything going on around him yet.
I am going to go ahead and once I've ensured that her father knew exactly what needed to be done to help her, I go ahead and move back to either if he needs assistance getting her into a safe place, I will help so. But after that, or if he doesn't need my help, I'm going to go back to Rowan.
Okay, so I believe Rowan's probably right here.
Ping,
Lair.
wrong layer.
Layers. Layers! Probably right here
Foxes
by
have
this bush.
layers.
Yeah, roughly.
All right. So after finishing dealing with that, I go ahead and return to join them.
So
Is Leo still awake?
Leo is just kind of like looking at you quite angrily, but he can't move.
But one of the key things was make sure that you alert the guards exactly where the spiders were so they can find them. All right, where are we going next?
So
T?
I don't you. I've given you guys context, and you guys aren't really doing much. So
Oh, okay.
Um,
No. No.
Well,
Did I miss something?
well, I'm with the guards. I'm currently with the guards that are heading up towards the inn. So I'm not even sure if we've made it to the. I'm not even sure if we've
Oh,
made it to the
am
inn
I
yet.
passing the guards on my way, T?
what was that, Morgans?
Am I passing the guards on the way over but to him?
To Remy?
To to Rowan.
Yeah, they're like running up and they're starting to look through the
And
windows.
I basically go say, beware, the problem is apparently giant spiders.
You see the guards are looking
They are
through the
venomous.
window,
Do not get
white,
bitten.
and they look quite scared because they are looking at spiders the size of Labradors.
And I go,
Would it
Wait,
be
you mean they're looking inside the inn and they're seeing the spiders now?
Yeah, they're currently looking through the windows.
Oh,
would there be any way that Spring could try to identify what the spiders are?
If you could look through the window, yes, or you could try to like peek through the door or something.
Yeah, Spring's gonna crack open the door to the front of the inn and just kind of get a look inside.
Roll nature.
Uh, nope.
It is a really big spider, standing on top of a table.
Fuck me.
on second thought, I might reverse back with the guards, considering I do not have organic problems. Like, tremendous vulnerability to poison, I imagine. So I'm probably going to go ahead and see about trying to help. I go like, Rowan, you may want to see if you can help secure that with some of the guards. I'm going to see about helping with this.
Rowan just gives a slight nod and then just sort of looks at Leo and is like, I'm not happy about this either.
So I'm going to join Spring and go like, I don't think I'm going to have as much of a problem with bites, but either way, let's be careful. Do you have a torch?
Not particularly. I don't know.
Let's be careful with fire. This is the only place to drink.
Oh, Kib, calm yourself. These spiders aren't that. They're dangerous, but God, they're nothing new. I don't know why everyone's cowering.
They're big.
Keep in mind, most people aren't accustomed to arachnids of quite this size. Usually they're ones you can finish off just by stepping on.
Well,
So I go
go
ahead and load up a crossbow bolt and make ready to fire through whatever crack or options I have available.
Okay, so are you guys going to go up to the door and go in?
Or peer through open windows or anything if there are any.
There are no open windows, but there is a door. There's 2 windows at the front of the building, and then there's a door at the side.
Okay.
ahead. Spring just draws his sword and just fucking walks and is like, fuck this. We got shit to do.
Booter! Roll
Oh god, I
initiative.
hate it.
And roll initiative.
Roll versus Spooter.
Mother!
Well, we gotta get ourselves on the board first.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. One sec here. Let me put the tokens down here.
Oh.
So we have
Derp.
that is
Derp,
I'll
derp,
enter that
derp,
as
derp, derp,
your initiative. Add turn. And you got a beautiful, beautiful one.
Yeah, so I'm guessing I'm not. Wait, so do I need to roll it again? Or you just.
Where am I?
Technically, it's a 4. Because I get a +3 to initiative.
Fexer. Boop.
Okay.
Ah,
And that was there with him.
Yeah,
Okay,
I
let me
was.
just reveal area here.
Oh my god, I'm done. I'm so done with the day.
Booter!
I'm so done with D&D for the day after this. Cause fuck. Cause fuck my life.
Yeah.
I didn't need a 1. What would it give
I
me?
can't select my token.
You can't select your token?
No.
Why can't you select your
Unless
token?
it's supposed to be smaller with 2020 and that's it.
Wait, what? Can you not select it?
No, I can't. I can't roll for it.
What the heck? It's on the token layer. It's
We have that issue with in my other campaign. We usually just have to drag it out ourselves and put it where the DM says we are.
Where do I do that?
does it work now?
No.
Go to where you usually get your character sheet from,
Yeah.
and click your name and hold it, and then drag it out.
Okay, it's not in the grid.
Are you using the select or are you using the ruler tool?
Oh, yeah. That might help.
Oh, whoops.
Let's see. Now we can do that.
And where's tech right now?
Yeetus Maximus. Tecty.
I'm pretty sure he stepped away for a moment, so I'll just say it's you three.
Okay.
Things that aren't flammable for the most part might be best, unless you can easily control it.
Fireballs
No.
typically don't light things on fire unless they're highly flammable.
We're entering a place full of alcohol.
That's only if you get on the alcohol. Now, granted,
Yeah.
a flagon of high proof alcohol and a torch.
Listen here, I'm the accidental pyro. You stop it.
This is
Fire
Remy. This is Remy speaking. Let's not blow it up.
Okay,
Yeah.
Zachary, it's your turn first.
Okay, I'm assuming there wasn't any alcohol handy immediately, so I'm going to go ahead and immediately aim the crossbow at the nearest spider and go like, "Good God, that thing's huge."
It appears to be probably about 30 pounds.
I hit initiative again for some dumb reason.
Because
Let's see. How? What? Why is it sucking all of a sudden, just so badly?
Okay, you miss with your crossbow. The bolt flies across the room and goes bing into one of the other chairs. It's now Kib's turn.
Keeb.
Okay. Well,
Unless, sorry, I did kind of skip over your turn, Zachary. Is there anything else?
Do I see any jugs of alcohol by chance?
You see there's two bottles down here. One of them is full. You don't see any other from your current position.
Okay. Did I manage to get that? Did someone manage to get me that torch from earlier?
don't think so.
Torch?
Yeah.
I don't remember you having a torch.
I asked for someone to find one, but I guess not. Okay. Let's see. Well, if that's
You
the
have
case, I
10
would have.
torches, by the way, in your inventory.
Yeah, I can just have one lit. Anyway,
Well, you
so
would have to light one. But there are candles lit in there.
all right, I'm gonna go ahead and move over there, holding the torch out to a candle as I grab one of the bottles and end my turn.
Okay, so you grab that bottle and light the torch as a free action, and then you end your turn right there.
Yep.
Now it's Kib's turn.
right. I'm gonna step over here. I can see the spider on the table, right?
The door's wide open right now.
Right. Well, I don't want to risk setting this place on fire because it is probably Kib's favorite place in the entire village. And so he's gonna pull out his crossbow and actually shoot something with it. Or at least attempt to.
Okay,
Is he gonna blep again if he misses?
that's a hit. So
Alright.
you shoot this thing, and it goes right into like the thing's abdomen, and it makes like a weird kind of screech noise as it's hit, and takes 9 piercing damage.
Kib flinches from the screeching noise. It's very disconcerting. He's not happy about it. But he'll start reloading his crossbow and getting ready to shoot again. And that's the end of my turn.
Okay, it is this spider's turn, and he is not too happy to have just been shot, and he's just gonna. It literally jumps, bing, and then tries to attack Kib as it sees you
Yep.
as the biggest threat right now.
No, I don't like it. Go away.
Does a 20 hit?
No. Yes, it hit.
Okay, so you take 8 piercing damage, and I'm going to need you to do a DC 12 Constitution save.
Okay, give me a second to lower my health. It was how much health that I lost?
You lost 8.
-8. Oh, I'm not looking good. I'm not looking good at all.
No, I'm gonna need you to roll Constitution. You make it, so you take no poison damage.
Yay!
Quick question, T.
Yes.
So, for, say, doing things like quote unquote fire breathing, quick question, is it considered like an area attack or a targeted one?
I would let you do it like a cone of fire, and then they'd probably get a dexterity saving throw to take half damage.
Okay, I was just making sure because I don't want to just come up and flank it and then set Kib on fire too.
Oh, but that'd be fun.
Oh, please don't burn me. Don't bully.
Okay, so this steeder or this spider just like jumps onto this table and rears its top or its front forelegs up as it just kind of hisses at all of you. It just goes.
I'm just
And
going ahead.
And now it's Spring's turn.
Spring is going to. Uh, Spring's just going to. I'm trying to think. Well, I mean, I know I can dual wield, but I don't get any. Let me remember. Just so I can remember it, I can use both my swords. Just one doesn't get my bonus because I don't have the dual wielding trait.
Yeah, one of them doesn't get your dexterity bonus, but I'm pretty sure it gets your proficiency bonus. Okay,
Which
one second.
which
Let me look.
I'm not proficient in it. I'm proficient with the bow, not the swords.
Wait, ranger that's not proficient in swords?
I only get one proficiency at this level.
One sec here.
I thought you got a suite of weapons you
You
were
have simple
proficient with.
weapons. Short sword is a simple weapon.
Oh,
You have simple and martial weapons, so
doi. Okay.
It's not an exotic.
No, just a regular plain Jane everyday short sword.
Stab, stab.
Yee. Let me see, because I have my. Okay, so so I need to click the short sword twice for one for each roll.
okay, I looked it up. You don't add your ability modifier to the damage. That is the only difference.
Okay, and that's to the second one.
Yes. So the first one does full damage. The other one does not get your dex bonus to damage.
Okay, so that's most likely a hit,
Okay.
and the second one does a dirty 20 hit?
Yes, and so you deal 8 plus
8.
6.
It's the dexterity. Right now.
Yeah, we're minusing the dex off the second attack, so that would be a
Okay.
6.
Yes.
Okay, so you essentially just bring your swords down on this thing and you chop it in half.
You do not hurt my party members, you little bitch.
Is that your turn?
You know what? Spring's just. I'm actually going to. I am actually going to use my movement, and I'm going to at least move 10. I'm going to move 10 feet up, and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Thackeray.
So, noting the posturing of the spider, I go ahead and basically, probably out of quote unquote muscle memory more than anything, just take a bit of the alcohol in my mouth while walking forward and holding the torch. I'm going to go ahead and quickly calculate to make sure that I don't set anything on fire when I do this. And I'm going to do some fire breathing on the spider. How far do I need to move for this?
I'm gonna say you make a 10-foot cone.
So let's see here. 1, 2, 3. So I can definitely move up enough to do it. So here, I suppose. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. What do I roll? Or does it need to just do a reflex save?
I think this is would count as an improvised weapon, but typically with breath attacks, because I'm making this like a small breath attack, you don't need to roll, so it just needs to make it needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, I basically go like... spraying a fine mist, spraying it basically through the torch straight at the spider as it's basically rearing.
So the spider takes 6 damage as it gets hit with this blaze of fire. And it does not seem very happy to have just been scorched, as some of its legs kind of curl up a bit. And if that's... you've spent your action, so unless you have a bonus action or more movement...
I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to assume position to defend myself from it.
Kibbers.
Sorry, I'm starting to crash. I apologize, guys. I take it the spider that was in front of me is dead now since
Yes.
it's gone.
Yeah, I
Um,
just sliced it in half.
I'll be wrapping
Okay,
up before the end of the hour.
okay.
Because everyone's tired, and
I am so sorry. My sleep's been off the entire month.
no,
It's all
it's fine.
good.
So yeah, I'm gonna shoot this boy here.
Yes.
Where's my sheet? I've lost it. There it is. But I've still lost it.
Maximum blep.
Yeah, pretty much. Boom. Oh, okay, I retract my boom. Now boom. I miss.
Miss.
Oh no.
Do you have a bonus action?
I mean, technically I have bonus actions, but I don't think I have anything that I can do with bonus actions. Let me check my spell real quick. And that's an action. That's an action. That's an action. That's an action. Yeah, no, I don't
You
have.
only have one ranged cantrip.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Thunderclap's technically a range of 5 feet, but I digress. Yeah, that's it. That's my turn.
I figured using fire would probably get it to go for me instead of organics, who can be more vulnerable to the poison.
So the spider is going to run up to Thackeray, and he's just going to try and bite you.
I, of course, try to defend with either the torch or staff as it comes at me.
As it lunges at you, you manage to put your staff in the way of its its jaws, its kind of pedipalps that are trying to poke you rapidly, and you see it's like dripping poison onto the ground that burns when it hits the wood, making a small amount of green smoke putter up from the wood.
That was a nasty specimen.
And that's its turn.
Alright, so Spring is going to go ahead, and I've already calculated it out because I am smart. So, Spring's going to move up next to Thackeray, and he's just going to try and swing his swords again. So, whoop. Oof. And...
The second one is a hit, and you deal 4 piercing damage to the steeder that reels back and makes another screech, and kind of falls on its back for a moment before flipping itself right side up.
And because of the second attack, it does not get an attack of opportunity against me for my blunder. Right?
It is It will if it melees you, it still will get advantage.
Fuck. Okay.
It's Thackeray.
All right, so
Sup, Thackeray?
one more swig and blast it again. With a nice flourish. Crispy time! I noticed I didn't roll damage last time, or you just did it, I guess.
I was rolling the damage, yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, so he needs to make a save. I'm really
Yep.
glad I have a saves button that just rolls every possible save.
Like you click it and it asks you what kind.
Yep. And you just fried a spider.
Yay! I don't have to worry about the advantage against.
I go like, well, that's unfortunately the only way I can enjoy alcohol. I go ahead and just set the bottle on the table or the chair next to me, and then start looking at the spider and at the at the two spider corpses and seeing if there's any way I can perhaps extract the venom glands. Would that be a medicine roll?
Roll nature,
Nature specifically. Okay.
because it's an animal.
Eh. I like, Spring, might you help me?
Yeah, sure. I give him I assist in trying to collect the venom.
Okay. So you managed to get the venom glands out of that spider, and they, whatever you touch them with, any organic material on it just starts to fizz and hiss pretty nastily.
So it completely ignores my hands or anything like that?
Yeah, so your hand seems to be fine, but if it touches anything organic, like any of the dust that had like settled on your hand or dirt, instantly like sizzled away.
I
And
go like, let's see here. I go ahead and get it put away.
So what are you gonna put it in?
I go like, I don't have any vials, so I'm going to go ahead and, are there any fully empty bottles?
There is one right here.
Okay. I go ahead and get it rinsed out before for gently securing the glands in the bottle.
T, can I attempt in a way to help Kib with his wounds? I do have a healing potion.
You can give him a potion if you want to.
Alright, so Spring's gonna go ahead and head back over to Kib and reach in after sheathing his swords, and he's gonna reach into his pack and hand Kib a healing potion. Here, Kib, take this. It'll help your wounds.
By the way, Morgans,
Yes.
you get the following item. Let me check everything on it.
Acid vial. Okay. So I'll just copy that in. So just acid spiders then.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so as soon as you guys are done, the guards who looked none too brave in this situation comparative to you guys, they start going in, and like they're looking around for other spiders, and they get to the back door, which is covered in webs, and you see that the first thing that they do is they take these two dressers and they just stack them in front of this door and then move a table over to like prop them up and like basically barricade that because they can tell that this is probably where the spiders came from.
You might want to fumigate the area.
You see the head guard walks up to Spring and says, "Good job. The mayor wants to talk to you, and he's probably delighted to hear that you've solved this problem." You see, he looks at the cobwebs and the dead spiders, and he's not a fan of spiders. Very afraid of spiders.
And Spring just kind of looks like, what good are you guys if you're scared to even take on some spiders? Your men are more armored and could have easily better dealt with this situation than me and my armor.
I walk up to him and basically plant a hand on his shoulder and say, "You bear in mind that anything that had that kind of effect on the innkeeper's daughter would certainly intimidate someone. You do best to keep that in mind. Thankfully, I don't have to fear the same poison as the rest of you. Hence why I was more than willing to go ahead and put myself in harm's way. But some disinclination to rush into an issue can be expected, though assistance would have been appreciated. At least with perhaps ranged weapons."
Spring just kind of whistles, completely ignoring the bow on his back, considering he ran in swords first.
There's a bit of a smile at the mention of bows.
Kaz, I'm going to PM you one thing.
Oh no.
I just need to ask you a question.
Is it? Oh, okay.
I'm going to go ahead and turn to the guards and say, go ahead and see if you can have whoever has the local alchemy shop or anything like that, see if they can come up with an insect fumigation program to clear out the rest of the inn before it is inhabited. Make sure that you have ample time to let the fumes dissipate afterwards, if possible. That should help get rid of any other problems that may be present here, but make sure that it is inspected afterwards.
Okay, so as you finish up, you see outside, the mayor is directing two of the guards to basically pick up Mira and take her back to the town hall. And the mayor looks at all of you and kind of waves at you all to follow before walking toward the town hall.
Mm-hmm.
I'd assume
I go
they'd be
ahead
walking
and
past me.
Yeah, he would have walked past you.
I'm gonna try to get reckon Rowan along and help him with Leo if need be.
Yeah, Rowan would probably follow the team at this point if everyone's walking towards that area.
Okay, so let's say all of you walk as a group toward the town hall.
Works for me.
Yeah.
So once you get into the town hall, you see Mira is put onto a table in the library where the elf woman from before, she has a healer's kit and several potions, and is clearly medically competent and going to help this girl to recover.
Mm-hmm. I go ahead and walk over and say, it seems that the spider's venom was acidic in nature, though I'm pretty sure you probably already found that, judging by the kit you have.
Yeah, she just nods and she seems like she's pulling out various things and putting them into a mortar and pestle.
Mm-hmm. If you need to examine the venom, I do have the glands here in this bottle.
She looks up at you and says, "I know exactly what this is, and these are very common up in the mountains. This is a stealer bite."
Lovely. With a little bit of sarcasm tinging it. I'm glad that you have everything you need to deal with it, though.
So you see that the mayor has a table. He has like a map. He has some books. He was clearly him and Marco were clearly doing some research, and Marco's sitting down at the table. There's also a large, what looks like a coin purse.
Mm-hmm.
So he's got that, and then there's some books stacked up and a dagger on the table.
All right. Once I've
So-
ensured that
Uh,
everything's going well, I go ahead and say, by the way, I have some proof of blights killed as well to turn in once you have a moment.
okay, so the mayor is waving all of you guys over. It seems like.
Spring heads on over to the mayor.
So the mayor, he looks at like all of this stuff and says, "So Marco contributed some things, and I contributed some things. Considering you've just done some amazing work right here, helping Palmyra. So I want you to have all of these from the town's treasury and collection." And he pushes forward a sack of money, which contains 250 gold pieces, as well as a dagger, which appears to have an ornate kind of crossguard to it that's kind of curled forward a bit into a nice little twist, kind of a spiral. And then at the bottom of the handle, the pommel is actually shaped like a bird, where it connects the back of this kind of dove is where it connects to the handle of the dagger, as well as two rather large books.
Admittedly, the books and the dagger seem to be the most intriguing thing.
So Marco just looks up, and he says, "This dagger is the dagger of sending it. If you speak the command phrase into it and then speak a message, it will turn into a bird that will fly to one person and give them a handwritten version of whatever you said."
That is a very interesting enchantment for a dagger.
I came across it in some ruins about 30 years ago.
Ah. Definitely interesting. And these books?
As he pushes the books forward, one of them says Mastery of Lorecraft on it. And it's a beautiful green book with like almost gilded lettering on the cover. And the other book says Beyond the Veil, which appears to be some kind of encyclopedia of knowledge about things that don't quite come from the island that somehow pop in sometimes.
Spring is just kind of off in a corner, leaned against the wall with his right hind paw kind of pressed against it.
Rowan would give a look at all of these items and more or less be like, I think gold will do me just fine. Not having much concern for much else.
Okay, and since it's getting late, I think this is where we'll end the session.
Uh-huh.
Alrighty.
Yeah, okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
We need to end now because it's getting late and not everybody is able to focus as much. So I think this is a good spot to end it.
Yeah. Well, Spring's gonna go ahead and collect the Book of Veil. I've had my eye on this one for a while. Thank you, Marco.
Alright.
Is the ending music playing?
It should be, yes.
I
Yeah,
don't
it
hear
is.
it on the stream. Oh, I do. There we go. So, yeah, next time we'll pick up with you guys going to the temple and continuing your adventure. And I have good news for you guys. You all level up.
Yee!
Nice. So
So
that'll give
that's-
us.
I will help you guys level up either between sessions, or we can take a break next Wednesday and spend the session to level you guys up, and then resume streaming the next week.
Potentially, because next session. What date would that be for the next session?
The next session would be next Wednesday, on the 9th.
It would be the
The
9th.
9th. Okay. I'd probably be fine, but regardless, I'm gonna be dealing with more dental stuff on the 10th and then the 17th.
I'm not gonna lie, I would actually really appreciate skipping next week, because I don't know if I'm going to be on a normal schedule again with sleep, and I don't want to do this again and just be so silent on everyone.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fine.
Uh,
I'd say, well then, I'd say let's take a break next Wednesday and just pick back up on the 16th.
I will be free next Wednesday to help anybody do their character sheet. I'll also be free probably on the weekend if somebody wants help leveling their character up, or if you're experienced and know how to level your character up, then that's perfectly fine to do it by yourself.
And that'll give the people who are struggling with sleeping schedules and whatnot to get kind of readjusted.
Yeah, no, my little snooze was just a food coma because I inhaled like all my food, so I'm terribly sorry about that. I
No
will be,
worries.
I will make sure to have my dinner before the next session, so that way I don't pass out again. I'm sorry about that, everyone.
No worries. I do hope that this was a good stream for everyone. I know it was a bit haphazard. Not haphazard, the wrong word. Short. Short was the word I was looking for.
Oh,
Comparably.
I would like to give a special thank you to Yuki Deer for making our beautiful overlay, to Dre for making our beautiful art, and to Bit Symphony for making the beautiful music that we've been using.
Yee!
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
as always, if anyone does have any feedback that you guys as viewers do feel that we could do better, do feel free to express them to me. You can reach out to me through my Twitter DMs. My Twitter DMs are open. Twitch DMs are also open. Or you can reach out to me via Discord as well. So, otherwise, we will bid you all a wonderful good night, and we hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week. If you missed any part of this, the VODs are always available via the channel, as always, and they also go up every Friday at 7 p.m., so the same time that we would typically start a usual session over on my YouTube channel, which is just youtube.com/c/Kazuma
There is also a link to his YouTube underneath the video here, or underneath the stream. Just click the button that says My YouTube, and it'll take you right to Kazuma's YouTube.
That too.
Tube!
But anyways, till next time, may you all ever walk in the light of the crystal. Till next time, guys, take care.